outwitted my cat by jamming
Hello
the...
and
Oh,
welcome. I am the last hit point hero, and you have found your way to TPK Roleplay. We are so very glad you're here and hope you enjoy your stay. If you wouldn't mind checking our audio levels for me as we get started, that would be great. I had a huge fight with slobs beforehand, and I think I won the fight, but only time will tell. So over the course of the next couple of months, we shall be playing our way through the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure module, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Everyone has their limits. What will it take before the people of Icewind Dale cry out, "No more"? First and foremost, no attempts to make the story child-appropriate have occurred. This is a tale of cold isolation, alien incursion, and self-centered divinities. This actual play stream contains adult language, descriptions of violence and light gore, scary images, and, generally speaking, a great deal of cold. Our players are here to warm the night. Safety tools are in place for the players, but you, as a viewer, do not have such a luxury, so if you know of any sensitivities listed topics, please keep a teleportation spell prepped and readied. Barring that ready action, kick back, relax, keep all heads, hands, paws, and claws inside the stream at all times. Click that follow button to join the wonderful world of TPK Roleplay. We are getting closer and closer to spooky season, which is a favorite of the TPK group, so you're in for lots of wonderful treats there. Click the Discord link that I am certain will spontaneously appear in chat at any moment to be a part of the growing TPK community, and, above all else, be good. That's the rule. Be good. The other part with no, oh, yep, sorry, I've got some swapped people. With no other.
Oh, nice.
Okay, now
MT.
we are going to play that 4-square puzzle game. So let's see how this goes.
Just keep us messed up. It's fine. I'm gonna play Braum tonight.
Wait, no, I can't do that.
I'm gonna be so in character.
If I do, okay, so
You're the DM now.
there.
I'll play the perfect mirth.
Al, you're the DM now.
Make us all level 10.
Niffer goes where I am.
Rox is the DM now. Make us level 10.
I love Rox's
Niffer,
DM.
Al,
I'm Foxy now. Hooray.
Rox is here.
Oh.
Oh, and then how do we switch?
See, you
You have to do
thankfully-
it all again. You have to
moved me-
cycle us through
Oh wait,
again.
you put me back on the rocks. I can make the joke again. Ah, you moved me back. I was gonna make a you swapped your black people joke, but that was gonna that'd be in bad taste, so I avoided it.
It's a good thing we dodged that one. There we go. Okay, now we're set. With no other announcements in mind, let's meet these amazing players, at least now that they are all in the right places. Now, I did spend, I will admit, a few days in Vegas, so these introductions might be a bit flavored, so we'll see how it goes. Beginning in the bottom right section of your screen, the veridical stage show with pyrotechnic punctuation to each voracious declaration, spitting raw truth and lifting adulations. It's Foxy.
Oh, jeez, getting me feels already. Hey, folks, it's me, Young Foxy, Big Foxy, also known as your favorite fox, playing Azerus and rocking new awesome art made by Al. You're so great, by the way. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of it anyway. That's cool. Anywho, yeah, that's me, and I'm super hyped to be back because I missed you all a lot. Let's keep it going.
Wait, I just remembered that I can hit this.
It's so good. Now that I
Wait.
can see it up really close.
So
Wait,
pretty.
I thought... Oh, I tested this out and it was working and now it's not. I had it where all I had to do is push a button and everyone...
Wait, do you have a little mohawk?
hey, that's me.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, I do kind of have a mohawk, yeah.
That's amazing.
Like a gladiator
It's a-
mohawk.
It's a crest.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, it's a crest.
That's the right button.
crest.
Azerus
My
is
bad.
experimenting with his hairdos.
I
got some
have
style.
some dignity. Also, what's hair?
Exactly. What's hair? Hair's overrated. That's what hair is. Continuing up and around. Calculated risk taken not with a button push, but the confident command to hit or stay, knowing it's a numbers game and numbers never lie. It's T.
Hello, I'm T. My pronouns are he, they. Happy to be with everyone tonight, and I played my human paladin Brom, who's had to make some interesting decisions regarding his life lately. He is joining everyone else and hopefully having a great time. Actually, not really. And he's hoping to help end the darkness here. Otherwise, don't really have a ton going on. Did finish up all my mini comics. If you want to look at them on ShiningAscensionComic.com. They should all be up to date as of Sunday. So see you soon, and if you have any questions about Brom, happy to answer them. Except for some of them, won't answer those.
Brom has lots of questions.
Brom has lots of questions about himself, but I'm also not answering those for him.
Continuing up and around. Sparkling lights and feathered hats with a personality more than a match for each creative expression bursting brighter than the Fremont Street sky. It's Al.
Oh, thanks. I'm Al Lucart. I am a queer sci-fi fantasy artist and tabletop game enthusiast, and in this game I play Mirth, our dragonborn bard. I also just wanted to add that if Mirth was working on the strip, on that street, I think that he would be like one of those underwater performers in the novelty mermaid tank at one of the bars. One of those guys that like does like sexy mermaid poses and then discreetly comes up for air every once in a while amongst the exotic fish.
Perfect. That would have been a great question. What would each of your characters do if they were, employed at Vegas?
Oh my god. I know exactly what Brom would do. But
Go ahead.
Continue.
No.
Yeah, you
tell
gotta
us.
share now.
You gotta share now.
Everybody's gotta.
He would be like one of the security guards, like where everyone cashes their chips.
So boring!
He's really boring. He's super boring. In fact, that was the subject of a conversation about Brom. I'm like, wow, I think Brom would look really straight, like to most people, because he's so boring.
I can't believe that you piped up excitedly to tell us that that's his job.
He's
A ticket
boring,
guy.
but I love it. Yeah, exactly who he'd be.
And on the opposite side of that security door would be Foxy. What would Azerus be doing in Las Vegas?
See, I'm really upset because T stole my answer because that was my answer. But I guess I'm gonna go with Azerus is completely unintentionally employed as like a mob boss, like a mob boss's like strongman. He just like hangs out with this one random guy who keeps like buying him like random stuff at the bar. He just kind of hangs out by him, like stands around, and like no one bothers him ever. And like he gets paid a lot for it. It's just like, I guess this guy's my friend or whatever. But yeah, whatever.
He doesn't even realize.
No idea. Literally no idea.
The
Occasionally bullets fly and like ping off of him. He's just like, well, that was kind of rude. I don't know.
Hey, it works. If it works, it works. Continuing up and around in the top left corner of your screen, spinning round and round, looking to land the 777, each moment a joy as reels in the senses reeling. They are, of course, the jackpot. It's Niffer.
Hi, I know how to unmute myself and level my character up before the stream starts. Absolutely, I do. I'm Niffer. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Lane, the human warlock, who uses he, him. Before getting into what I would do, Lane would probably in Vegas be like one of the entertainers who's very good at being entertaining, but is also like, as soon as he gets off the stage, like every like fake facade just drops and he's like, I hate this place, like obviously. But yeah, so I, besides playing Lane, get to play on a couple other things with TPK, like our Queen's Gambit, our Tyranny of Dragons campaign, and our Sherlock-themed Victorian Paranormal Society campaign, which is coming back after hiatus, y'all, and I'm so excited to play a ghost. And also I get to play maybe an alien on Stargate RPG with Mr. Last HP up there. So I'm very excited for all those projects to come back or to start.
They are all well on their way. It's wonderful to see things ending and new things beginning all the time. Continuing around last but not least, Smoke and Mirrors has every verbal articulation bends over itself to create artistic representation of which we once thought we could only dream. It's Rox.
You're too sweet. Hi, everybody. I'm Rox. Tonight I'll be playing Neo. Both of our pronouns are he, him. I didn't have to say there, and I don't know why I did. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Rox the Wizard. And if Neo were to be in Las Vegas, actually look this up, he would be going to the University of Phoenix for human services.
Yeah, it's funny how much sense that makes. It just is. I don't know why.
He's got to get that education.
Angel
exactly.
baby.
Absolutely. So I, again, am the last hit point hero. I will be the DM this evening. I also accidentally set all of my windows to log me out, so I have to log back into everything. I use the he, him pronouns. The characters will use just about any pronoun I could think of. We will be going right back in. Okay, now I'm in. To Icewind Dale. Now, unfortunately, our wonderful fish is, he's out for the evening. Oh, I forgot to put Neo up. I'm so sorry. I had everything set. There we go.
Look at that beautiful boy.
So Neo can be there while we do the intro. So last session, there was a conversation with the ancient white dragon Arviterace, where the group learned a little bit more about a new dragon that is somewhere to the southwest of Wormdoom Crag, where they were at the time. Trying to decide what to do, as Mercutio had taken off with Azerus, they decided to check out East Haven, following up on a lead that was shared a long time ago in a note to the first set of Durgar. They got there and had a little bit of trouble dealing with a 2-inch Durgar in a 10-foot by 10-foot boat cabin.
Made a fool of us.
It was
We got it.
glorious in every way. The number of times they had to slap each other, the number of times they couldn't find him, and the wonderful screechy voice of our 2-inch antagonist. They did end that fight and come out on top, so that was very, very good. And where we will pick up after the after my off scene is we'll pick up with the group standing over the top of their captured Durgar. Or no, we'll pick up, I'll tell you what happens right after that so we can skip ahead a little bit as we discussed before. So, as we pan away from that, we pan back to a completely different scene. A cold fortress. Stone walls, and the sounds of blacksmith hammers ringing down the halls. A Durgar Grand Dame, her sour face puckered even tighter, stares at the pacing and ranting figure of Xardarok as he kicks and yells at his engineers. She absent-mindedly strokes the head of the miniature version of the chardalyn monstrosity causing the Durgar warlord such grief. Madness, Crystalline. Your maker worries too much of the surface. He ought to go back down below. The metallic tinkle of riffling crystal scales fills the space as the chardalyn pseudo-dragon construct flexes beneath its mistress's touch. Leaning heavily on her walking stick, she turns to go back to her room. We'll let his little dream play out, but I'll not accept his hand if I can help it. Fourth wife to a surface-blinded fool is too little reward for what my clan brings. Perhaps those adventurers causing him such problems can be of use. I imagine it's only a matter of time before they arrive. As she reaches her chambers and closes the door behind her, she glances at the tall, looming figure in the corner. She sits to her meal and gives her command. Go to Drek. Whenever those interlopers arrive, that will be our time to strike as well. Yes, mistress. I will comply. Comes the response. We pan back to East Haven, where the group has tied up and fully questioned already Dearth, one of Zardarak's sons, deciding the best thing to do would be to turn him into the authorities. They make their way to the town hall, meet with the captain of the guard, and hand him over to Captain Imdra. In your conversation at the town hall with Captain Imdra, you learn that there was another group of Durgar that were caught trying to steal the chardalyn statue in the middle of the town hall at the same time that you were fighting Dearth in the boathouse. The town speaker comes up to you, looks to all of you, and tells you that the Durgar have gotten too bold, too violent, too dangerous. They need stopped. Taking that warning to heart, and knowing that the Durgar have caused many, many problems, the four of you decide that, with or without Azerus, you probably ought to head to the fortress and see what happens. Usually, Mercutio brings folks back. Hopefully, they'll decide to bring Azerus home soon, or back soon. So you stop and do a little shopping in Bryn Shandar, picking up a few potions, some armor, any other odds and ends, and then make your way to the southwest, to the place marked on the map that you found in the hands of that Durgar leader. Down, not too far from where you started this entire journey. Surprisingly close, in fact. As you arrive, you get to tell me how you want to approach. You're in air, in your griffons. They've been flying for a few hours. You did have to wait out a blizzard from the last roll before you left, which seemed oddly appropriate in Bryn Shandar. So the question is, do you want to leave Bryn Shandar right after the blizzard, which will end at about 4 in the morning, or do you want to wait until the next day?
Probably wait until the next day.
Okay. In that case, everyone can have a full rest as you wait in Bryn Shandar at the Northlook, which I know is important for some of you who are limping along. I will look into a good table for each player.
Ah, yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Always appreciated. So everyone can give me some D100 rolls. And I think, actually, I have
Give me Gerard.
I have...
Plot twist, I get Gerard.
I have done...
That's okay, too. Give him to me. You would give him directly back to me. I know you. You're too good not to.
I've done enough of these tables that I have to accept that there's going to be duplicates of my list of 100 good tables, and that's okay. I accept that. Oh, speaking of what was discovered, while you were shopping, Brahm discovered that the 1,000 gold pieces that appeared in his bag disappeared with a note that said, "Thanks for a pleasure doing business," as it was gone with interest as well. So
Brahm shakes his fist because he was going to buy some plate mail, but it's okay. He got a 79.
79. Perfect. So a 70. Ooh, this could be interesting. All right. Oh, okay. So, as all of you are preparing to leave Bryn Shandar, you wake up at the Northlook, which of course you have to stay at the Northlook. How else would you get the wonderful, wonderful Ol'Bitey soundtrack stuck in your head? And as you wake up, Brahm, standing at the edge of your bed, or not standing rather, but balanced precariously on an egg, about, probably the size of double your fists, is Mercutio. And Mercutio, they are wearing a nurse's outfit. They have the apron with a little red cross on it, a nurse's hat, and have a clipboard in one hand. And they look at you and go, "You know, I've been thinking. I think you're the most responsible of the bunch. Don't tell the others I said it. So take care of this for me." And Mercutio disappears, leaving the egg behind.
Egg?
Brom picks up the egg and would knowledge nature question mark it?
Go ahead and first give me... Oh, let me check what dice I need you to roll. Oh. See, this is what I both love about this and need a second delay. Alright, almost there. Go ahead and give me your nature roll and let me know.
Alright. 16 plus probably nothing. Let me see what Brom has.
16 is going to be plenty. Ooh, there we go. They come in how many? There are...
Yeah, 16. Nothing extra.
1, 2... I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Oh my. Okay. Alright, everyone wish me luck.
Luck.
6.
6. Perfect. The, Oh, of course. The egg is warm to the touch. Oh no, cold to the touch. I miscounted. It's incredibly cold to the touch, and with your 16, you recognize it as a dragon's egg.
Brom is like,
Oh, shit.
whoa. He kind of like bundles it against his chest and tries to keep it warm. He actually like he just woke up, so he's not wearing a lot of clothes, but he kind of like puts it inside of his nightshirt.
Naked Brom with an egg.
It is incredibly cold. Very
So
cold.
He shiver.
The
Is it?
that nature check of 16 is sufficient to let you know that warmth isn't what a white dragon egg wants.
We
Ooh.
don't want a white dragon egg. Oops. Not my turn.
So that is what you get from your good table. You can sort that out. Let's open this up and see. 65. 65 is... Oh, okay. So, Mirth, you awaken, and for the sake of just hysteria of everyone figuring out what happens as you walk out, you each were able to get your own room this evening. And Mirth, when you awaken, you also see Mercutio at the edge of your bed. And they are polishing a beautiful small pair of boots. They are this coppery orange color. They're shined so bright you can practically see yourself in them. Mercutio looks at you and goes, I think you need a new pair of boots. Here. And throws the boots at you. They are wearing a brown leather apron, a do-rag around their head, and in their hand is a shoe shine rag that they are using to clean the boot. They throw the boots at you, and as they do, the boots grow bigger, big enough to fit, and as they hit you in the face and you catch them, Mercutio is gone.
Hey, boots! I'll put them on.
Once per long rest, and write this down because I don't, you may use the dash action as a bonus action.
Cool.
You're so fast now.
A 3.
Do they have heels? Say yes.
Yes, they do. Of course
Sweet.
they have heels.
You're so tall.
I really am.
Brom's gonna swap out his warm chest with snow for the baby dragon.
Hey,
His baby now.
His baby now makes perfect sense. Foxy, as well, we're not going to talk about where you are, but I will tell you what you got. So what you receive from your encounter, Mercutio is sitting with you at a beach. And looks over at you and says, I really just can't say how sorry I am for before. I truly don't mean to hurt. Is that the word? I think it's hurt. The world is very big, and all of you are so very small. And it makes it hard to see. Understand?
He looks down at his very large hands. Yes, I think I do.
Here. And Mercutio, who is wearing a sarong wrap and has a flower crown in their head and a coconut with a straw in it in one hand, tosses a small box to you. And when you open it, there are 5 rings. You may use a ring one time and one time only. When you do, you add 1d4 damage of a basic element. Okay? All right.
So cool.
When used, they will break. So it is essentially 5 extra d4 of damage to distribute as you see fit. You can only pop 1 per attack.
So I'm either the Avatar or half of the Mandarin. Awesome.
Perfect. All right, and then continuing our
Or
good
you got us
tables.
friendship jewelry, is what
Wait, hold on. Are we Captain Planet then? Is that what we're doing?
Oh,
Brave
so
candy.
cute.
We could be the anvil.
Pivot the plot. We have a new plan.
Perfect.
Wind, water,
Aha.
heart. Okay, sorry.
Rocks. Neo awakens, and standing on the end of your bed, with a smith's hammer in one hand and an anvil on the other. In fact, you woke up to the ting, ting, ting of a blacksmith working. You see a thick work apron. You see a face mask that's like a welder's cap covering Mercutio's eyes. And with every hammer blow, there's sparks that are flying off the end. One of them catches the end of your bedspread on fire. Mercutio seems particularly unconcerned.
I'm not.
Looks over at you and goes, "Have you ever realized how often you get hit?"
Is that a compliment?
Well, see, I've been watching. And, quite frankly, things hit you a lot.
That typically happens when you're fighting someone, I guess.
Well, anyway, here, put this on. And they throw a bangle at you. And as they do, and you catch it, they disappear, as they tend to do. Once per long rest, for the next, let me roll a dice, days. Once per long rest so just today and tomorrow, you can choose an element, and you gain resistance to that element for the entire day. So
You should pick cold, probably.
So go ahead and choose that
Ghost
now.
fire.
Choose that now while you put it on for the day, and then you'll have a different one for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Perfect. And last but not least, a 77, which on the random table of good things takes us to one more. Oh, okay. This is a bit complex, but I think we can do it.
Oh boy.
So when you wake up, Lane, you see that very familiar figure at the end of your bed, standing in a place they've stood many times before, doing something ridiculous just like they have many times before. Lane, I think that you've grown a bit too predictable of late. I really do. It's like we've lost that magic, Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to spice things up just a little bit. What do you think? Yeah, it's a good idea. And they are wearing a mage's hat and a mage's robe in the stereotypical stars and crescent moons. And
Why do I feel like I'm going to get a forced class change right now?
They will pull a wand from one of their sleeves and go, "This is going to be wild." And they are going to bestow you with wild magic.
Ooh.
When you cast a spell, if there is an attack roll and you roll a 20, it will cause a wild magic surge. If it does not require you to make a roll of some kind, then you will roll a d20 in addition to casting the spell. And on a 20, it will cause a wild magic surge.
I'm about this. I love wild magic surges.
So I, after doing some looking, have found you a wild magic table. And I did not check it, so hopefully...
Oh, heck yeah.
Hopefully
Completely
it works.
unsupervised wild magic surges.
A uncurated wild magic table, just for you right there. If it doesn't apply, for example, a 100 gives you all of your sorcery points back, then I'll just think of something
Roll
random
again.
that happens. Oh no, I'll think of something random that happens. It'll be a
Okay.
free roll.
Cool.
All right, so that's a good...
Before Mercutio leaves, and
Yes.
after that all happens,
Yes.
Lane is just kind of like gonna look down because probably the effects of wild magic are not evident yet,
Mhm.
and just kind of like, okay. Thank you
Oh,
for what you did for Mirth.
what?
You took away that man. That was not okay of you. But you made amends.
Mirth's the one with the fiery hair, right?
No. Mercutio,
No,
Your
the chin!
Easy
The one that
mistake.
wants all the men!
no. The dragonborn. Horns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did what? Never mind. Go have fun.
Mercutio, your actions have consequences for us little folks. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Is start realizing it.
Consequences.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just flip the blanket kind of over him as I climb out of bed.
Yep. As the blanket passes over, it falls, and Mercutio is gone.
Yeah.
Is Braum the one who wants all the men?
The
Yes,
four of you
are.
reunite at the
And I
bottom.
think that was Azerus, actually.
He
To be honest with
freaking
you.
died.
The four of you reunite at the bottom of the stairs of the Northlook, just in time for a "Oh, I like big bass and I cannot lie. Eat where the fish can't not."
No.
No.
So, is there a plan for your reunion?
Braum is going to show off the baby. He's already decided to
A
name it
baby.
Nibbler.
I'm personally
Show off
offended.
that egg.
I'm personally offended that I'm not the most responsible for looking after a child because I have two of them.
And
Nope,
Mirth,
his
you
child
Mirth?
now.
instantly
Mirth is going to
recognize.
walk up and shove you in the shoulder and say, "Where did you get that?" And he looks pissed.
It was a gift.
A gift from whom? That's a white dragon egg.
A white dragon egg.
Give it to me. I'll take care of it.
Innocent. No, he says, and he kind of like it's in like he's made a little like nest for it with like some snow from outside and a bucket and put a little blankie over it.
Mirth curls his lip and says, "You don't know what you're getting into. You're being naive."
No, I'm not.
You didn't know what you
Listen.
were getting into when you were the dragon speaker.
He holds up his hand to you, just a finger up, in sort of that, like, not your business right now kind of a gesture. And he gives you a long look, Braum. But he respects you a lot. And I think his frills go down, and he seems to think about the impulsivity of what he's just done. And he goes quiet. And from his finger going like this to you, he sort of snaps his fist closed and then does a little bit of like this kind of an action and steps back.
Yeah, and when
But
he
he's looking
was a,
pissy in a way that isn't characteristic for a dude whose name is Mirth.
and
He's not
Brom,
gonna
like
bully you about it anymore.
when he made that gesture, Brom kind of does that thing where people do when they have like little animals and such, where they like turn their torso away, like no.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So he can't reach them. He just kind of like exhales and looks down at his egg, and kind of like he pets it with his hand. He may have only had it for about 5 seconds, but he's already attached to it. Got a name. He's decided he's going to be its daddy.
Wait, you got a name picked out? Are you going to tell
Yes.
us?
Yes, it's Nibbler.
Amazing. This is almost as good as that time we got a baby Tarask.
Can we get it back?
Can we get a baby
I'm gonna
Tarask
make
back,
an
please?
omelet.
You wait, I gotta get it. I'm gonna,
Just saying.
no, not allowed. I'm gonna go get a prop. I'll be right
You're gonna have to put
Okay.
that
Take
egg
that
in a
prop.
fanny pack.
Come on, props.
No.
This is
Never.
going to turn into the Dragon Prince. We're just going to be carrying this giant egg around
The world's being taken over.
the whole season.
So, any other plans before you leave for Sunblight?
No.
Okay. Using the map that you have all been given, and knowing which direction to go now, you mount your griffins and take to the air. Now, while it would have taken days of walking, it only takes 2 hours by air. The convenience of flight is astounding at this point. Instead of an entire day to walk from East Haven to Bryn Shandar, it was only an hour and a half in the sky. Instead of what Lane probably explained to someone at some point would be a 34-hour march through the wilderness, you make it over the tops of the mountains in just 2. Arriving not too far from a large fortress carved into the side of the mountain. It is a solid hunk of stone, rising many hundred feet up. There is a switchback path that works up one side to what appears to be a gate barely illuminated by a single unusual light, giving off a very cold glow just outside the gate. There's no other apparent ways in. What do you do?
As we land, can I actually go ahead and feed the griffins?
Yep, absolutely.
We're going to do that first.
Do
before
they want an
anything else.
omelet? They probably
No.
need a large scrambled egg for protein.
Is it 20 pounds worth?
You were finding empathy for Azerus like yesterday.
I know.
Where'd that go?
Do you
Brom
say that in
made it.
character?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Brom has made a pouch for his baby. It now lives on his back.
So as you're walking, I'll be quick about this, but Nif, as Lane and Mirth are walking, and you say that, Mirth kind of gets quiet and thoughtful again, and he kind of scuffs his foot. But actually, you saying that did clearly get him thinking.
I mean, I gotta give the dad perspective here.
So how are we going to get in here?
Do we force our way in?
We can throw people that high, right?
There's a picture for you.
I know. I saw the picture, and that was my first instinct. Was
Oh God.
Sneaking. Just Brom looking around.
Azerus, how high can you throw us?
Azerus isn't
Mirth
there.
does this, and he says, "I can turn invisible now."
Can you also fly?
No, but if you can get me up there, you guys can do incredible things.
I really can't.
What's the wall made out of?
It is all
Death.
stone. It's carved out of the very rock itself.
How how good is Mirth's climb check since he's not a human?
There
Yeah, I was
is
gonna say.
there is a switchback path. If you look at that picture really closely, you'll see it to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yep.
I
So
guess we could creep up there.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing.
Sounds like a plan.
Can I send little Bubby up it first just to check if like there's guards at the top waiting with large rocks to drop on us?
That's
now
a good
we'll
idea.
have no way to
absolutely.
go.
That would have
Thanks.
been
One
bad.
of us has a brain cell occasionally.
It's Lil
Hey,
Bubby.
The group shares
It's
it.
little Bubby. Little Bubby's the most
No.
intelligent.
Little Bubby, you open the box, looks at you, and flies up. It isn't too long before you start to get the messages back. Little Bubby's probably just at the very edge of the telepathy range, and even though to everyone else it's just the, and even in your mind it's, you still understand to a degree. There is a light up there that Little Bubby says they haven't seen before. It looks funny. There's only a couple of them around Icewind Dale. And then also tells you that there's a window, but they see some movement in there, but
A light like my map?
nothing. Nothing
That's
else.
great. I just looked up the stats for little Bubby. He actually is smarter than all of us.
Oh, that's depressing.
That's really
so
depressing.
That's
He has an
sad.
intelligence of 14. The next highest is me with 12.
Nice.
You know?
Don't tell them. Don't
Be like that.
don't out us. Damn it.
Look, anybody that
We don't-
watched the fight with the 2-inch hiding Durgar realized very quickly where everyone's intelligence was.
The Benny Hill theme.
Listen,
Don't
Shots
think about it.
fucking fired, by the way, in case y'all were wondering. Like, jeez.
It wasn't our proudest moment.
It really
Yeah.
I don't know. I
wasn't.
think it was pretty
I
good.
loved it. So little Bubby returns.
Little
You-
Bubby has seen some things.
You get the information.
So there is a watchtower up there, and it looks like it is probably staffed, but not like very staffed. Like we could probably sneak up there, is the conclusion I could draw.
Safe conclusion, yes.
And the thing that he hadn't seen, that's like a watchtower, right?
No, it's like a lamp would be the
Oh.
description.
He hasn't seen a lamp before. We literally found a lamp.
So when
That's the thing. It's one of the lamps from my map.
so when
Oh,
when,
is it
It's
one of
a
the Swing
key
of Finding maps?
location.
Is it really? That's cool.
Says the text bar that appears underneath Mirth's icon. A key location. Flickering cursor.
It is, and the message that you get from little Bubby that you would recognize, it does look like the Southern Star, which is that first lamp that you all met under.
Oh, cool.
Well, we really only got one way up, so I guess we should start going.
Look at my boots, Mirth says, starting to tromp.
Neil just like shockingly looks at your boots like very dramatically. He's just like in awe with them. And
Do you know that TikTok where it's like this buff dude wearing some boots and he's going, "Oh, new boots, just goofing." I think that's what
Yes.
Mirth is doing.
I love that one.
He's goofing.
Pausing mid-step to draw your knee up to your chest in order to casually roll your hand down the boot.
Side note, little Bubby has a swimming speed now because of my newest invocation that I got when I leveled up. Just in
Well,
case
Bubby's
you
going to
wanted
be the
know.
strongest of all of us.
Yep,
Our trump card.
we've been doing like swim lessons through the snow apparently. You know. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
It makes sense. So the sneaking up, are we?
Jeez.
Go ahead
Totally.
and give
We're
me some
very sneaky.
give me some stealth checks as you ascend this switchback
Brum
stair.
should probably go last.
If we're all going, I'm not going to be invisible because it don't matter. So, let's see.
17.
All right, let me roll for Brom. Brom agrees to go last because, yeah. Oh no! Let me try that again.
2?
Yeah.
Ah!
And
Sorry.
Wait, do you break the egg when you fall?
I hope not. He got a 2, not a 1.
No.
Okay, just checking.
and
That
then
sounded gleeful. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a 3 with his dexterity bonus.
got it, a 3.
With my dexterity bonus, I got a 5.
A 5, a 3, a dirty 20, and what was
You
that
should
again?
have let me be invisible.
I'm so sorry.
That Neo got?
17.
17. All right, so
Oh, good job, Neo.
Neo,
We're fucked, but good job.
Neo and Mirth
Did a
are
good
very
job.
quietly making their way up, kind of pulling ahead from everyone else. Brahm starts to slip and fall down the stairs, his new splint mail rattling. Lane turns around to grab him and is pulled off of his feet and accidentally yelps as they're pulled down a level. So the two of you essentially fall down part of the stairs, while Mirth
And they're done that.
and Neo make their way up, maybe pausing slightly to look back.
I paused
Very
to
shortly.
look at. Yeah, we both look down and
Just-
then maybe look at each other and then just keep walking.
Yeah, I give the face of like, we'll be the distraction. You just go. Just
Yeah, that's the perfect face. So everyone makes
From-
their way up. You are under no impressions whatsoever that whoever's watching this path is not 100% aware of at least Brahm and Lane. And I'm going to put just the two who are ahead on the map and give us the entrance to Sunblight. So let me get us to the right spot. Turn that down a little bit. Turn that up and that down.
Oh, Neo, what are we gonna do?
We're going to put these
Not
two
fall.
back here just so that they're out of the way. And the other two of you begin to approach the fortress itself. As you get up to the top of the switchback, it narrows to about 15 feet across. You can hear, even through the thick stone walls, the sounds of hammers falling, of glass breaking, of metal being worked. It's very loud, even from here. And before you is a massive set of double doors, mostly featureless, standing 20 feet tall, and a small arrow slit set into one wall. What's your plan?
Are they locked?
You walk up to try the doors, and they are locked. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
15.
15. 15 is just enough that as you approach the doors and try them, you hear a shuffling from the other side of that wall.
Whoop! New boot goofing out of the way. Let's inch behind some ice. Can we shimmy our little Neo and I? Can we shimmy ourselves behind like an ice sheet or like against the wall, or can we turn transparent? Like, are there any places for us to get a little bit of cover and maybe hide some flaming hair?
You are both as tight to the walls, hiding from whatever you can. Yep.
Shoot. Okay, they're shuffling on the other side.
Coming from over here is where you heard that shuffling sound.
Wait, can you beep one? Okay, there it is.
Yep.
Neo's gonna whisper like quietly while looking at the ground, hoping that something will happen. I sure wish Azerus was here right now.
Also me, Mirth says, looking around. Okay, well, great.
It's worth
You
the
know
shot.
what, Neo? I think we should get the drop on whoever's here.
I agree.
So, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and Mirth casts knock and opens the door.
Okay. You cast knock. There is this sound of a hand. Tunk, tunk, tunk. Then a click. And the door opens. On the other side is a iron portcullis 10 feet from the doorway that's down. You see beyond a featureless, mostly featureless stone entryway. The tiles are smoothed expertly. You can't even see any tool marks in them. Not much else to say.
I look at Neo and I do a roll like we're in a cool spy game. Huh! New boot goofing. And I kind of put myself against the wall and I look around.
Neo follows suit. Does the same thing.
New boot goofing. Just rolling. Okay, which side of the room are we on, DM? Is it over here or over here?
You are on this side of the portcullis.
Okay. Well, great. We're new boot goofing against nowhere then. So Mirth pauses and says, Great. Okay, well, great. Now we're here. Can we fit through the portcullis? Can we open it?
You can go ahead and try if you want. Acrobatics to squeeze through, maybe?
Awesome.
Okay. I can have a go at that. I was like, if it's strength, I'm just going to lay down and give up.
And while the two of you try and squeeze through, the other two who fell a layer down, you two arrive to this top platform. You see that you hear the knock. You see that the doors have opened. The noise from inside has gotten louder.
There goes all stealth.
Bless you.
And you can see the two of them have gone into that vestibule.
15 again for
13.
acrobatics.
15 and 13? Okay. First off, before I tell you what happens, what does Brahm and Lane do as you approach from behind?
Probably facepalm at all the noise we're making.
Rip. Brahm is going to try sneaking against the wall and try and avoid the arrow slits.
Okay.
Lane is just gonna say screw it and just put his shield up.
Okay.
And just walk.
Yes, exactly like Kronk. Yep, and he'll even make his own theme music.
Perfect.
Oh my god, he looks like Kronk. Yes, he probably does. He probably looks like that in cartoon form.
Neo.
Oh, I hate that.
You try and squeeze through the iron bars of this portcullis, and you get like part of the way through. You get your arm through, and you get a shoulder through, and you get your head through, but then it like stops at your chest, so you're kind of like halfway in the bar. Mirth,
He's swole.
you take a deep breath. You go new boot first, and you slide between the bars to make it to the other side.
New boot goofing.
Can I get some help here?
Yeah.
Just like sticking out. Just
I grab your hand and I'm gonna pull him out like Winnie the Pooh. Is that possible?
Go ahead and Rox, go ahead and give me another acrobatics check with advantage.
21.
21.
Nice.
You are pulled through practically with a pop and brought into this vestibule.
Is there a lever that we can pull to open up the portcullis for the others?
You start looking around. You see another arrow slit in the wall over here. And you see that the room goes deeper into the fortress on the far side. Looking around, there does not appear to be a lever of any kind in this room.
You were going to make a pull the lever joke because he's Kronk.
Yeah, pull the lever!
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Mirth is gonna look at Neo and like do this, like we gotta be stealthy. And Mirth recommends, through unnecessarily complicated and honestly kind of ambiguous hand gestures, that we go along the wall and try and peek and see through the arrow hole and look to see what the rooms are before we go through. So let's peek. An inch closer.
Okay, so the two of you are going to sneak over there. And as you do, the other two of you get to this vestibule. The door is open. No one seems to have shot arrows at you or anything else. And you find yourself standing before a portcullis that is all the way down.
Just full of mystery in here.
Brahm is probably too big to squeeze through, but he does.
If you drop the egg, you'll fit.
Now, Does it look like he can lift it?
You can always try.
All right, he's gonna try.
Lane, what are you doing while Brahm tries to lift the portcullis?
Can I help lift the portcullis?
Yep. The two of you approach the portcullis.
Rom, take disadvantage because Lane's helping.
You.
Sorry, I'm so sassy.
Don't give him ideas.
You assume portcullis lifting position.
I love you, Nipper.
Go ahead and roll athletics with advantage, Brahm.
Brom got a 22 and a 25.
25. You squat, grab a hold of the bottom of the portcullis, and begin to lift. And as you do, there is this clanking sound. And you do feel that you're lifting the portcullis, but suddenly it starts lifting much quicker than you're lifting it. As the portcullis rises, there is this ringing bell sound that's made as the portcullis is lifted. And Mirth, as you stick your head around, as you and Neo stick your head in to look through the arrow slot, you look directly in the face of a Durgar on the other side.
No!
And they turn and go, "Company, boys!"
No.
And then
I grab
back
one
on
through
the menu.
immediately.
and then he disappears.
Oh.
Or no, maybe he doesn't. Sorry, I won't make him skip initiative, but we will roll initiative. Oh wait, I've got to clear it. 1 second.
Oh my goodness. Why did that mental image scare me though?
Same.
Like just picturing his beardy, creepy face being like right there. It's like, slap, get.
And Azerus, you can roll initiative as well.
Are you
Maybe.
kidding me?
Pick some more appropriate.
I think as the big boys come in and start like pushing up the screechy portcullis, Mirth stiffens up and looks over his shoulder and goes like kind of a like why face as the absence of stealth makes his eye twitch, but it's too late now.
Okay, everybody is in. Descending order. Wonderful. The Durgar, who made eye contact, will do exactly as I said. They will turn and go, "They're coming, boys!"
No.
And then go invisible.
Oh, bloody hell.
Invisible? No, that's almost worse than being tiny.
And then...
Sorry, I heard a crash. A sword fell over.
Oh.
I hate it when that happens.
And then Neo and Mirth, as you are looking through that arrow slit, you can see these doors over here. Each of those white doors. You see them open and close.
More invisible Durgar?
Great.
Or the ones that were
Mirth is
there
gonna
leaving.
look over. Oh, what was that, Neo?
Or the ones that were there leaving.
Brain cell.
So go get reinforcements.
Oh, that's not good. We should get them before they get us. And Mirth is gonna make his way downtown. Can he fit through here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, Mirth is gonna come around. Is this door?
Oh, wait, it's not your turn, Mirth.
Oh, we're in initiative. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Well,
Sally Ford.
I was just sitting here letting you do it, so I blame myself.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Whoever's
just go
actually
ahead.
going first. Oh, it's Lane. Lane should go.
So there is all of that, and Azerus, Drek turns to you and says, "They're here. You know who to get, right?"
Targets recognized. Compliance registered.
No. Oh no.
What?
Fuck.
No.
No.
Lane, it's your turn.
We're
The
gonna
portcullis
get
is
die.
open.
destroyed.
And Azerus is gonna wake up with all of our bodies in his arm like a macabre bouquet. The rest of the game is gonna be him crying.
Sessions of Azerus crying.
I would watch that.
Lane, you're up.
So the portcullis is open now?
Yes, the portcullis opens.
Sweet. Gonna walk in. I have my shield out. And just I have to ask like what's going on because did I see any of that?
You would not have seen any of that happen.
We'll
So,
update you. Like,
yeah,
if they saw
I'll
us,
walk
we
in
will
and
be
be
like, invisible Duergar. They're
great.
coming
And
in.
just pull out a sword. I'm gonna send which hallway? Left or right or center?
Left, Mirth says.
Sweet. I'm gonna ask little Bubby to please go that way and give us a heads up if anyone is coming.
Little Bubby will disappear through the wall.
And I pulled out my sword. I don't know why, because I would like to ready an action
It just
Eldritch
looks
Blast.
cool.
I did. It shows I am ready.
All right. You immediately hear a message back from Little Bubby.
Uh-huh.
I don't see anything.
Because they're invisible.
Just like fly in a very random pattern until you bump into something, I guess. They're invisible, Little Bubby, okay?
Little Bubby.
Azerus, go ahead.
Yeah, I used the full syllable of Little Bubby, not Lil Bubby, so
Oh,
you know
shit.
it's serious.
Full name.
My targets certainly aren't in this room, so I am going to just start trudging my way around,
Oh, Jesus.
taking the dash action. That's my full 30. So I got 30 more.
You know to go left.
Yep.
Oh no.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. And I'm going to stop right here. Look over at this creature who's only slightly shorter than me. Non-registered target. Identify.
Who's he talking to?
You.
To me? Ah!
Quick, say something friendly.
Well, yeah, I will. I think Merce sees you and goes, "Oh, thank goodness." What color are your eyes right now?
Their usual blue.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness you're here. There's some invisible Durgar and we need your help. Can you even fit through there? You should be ready. I think they're invisible. Are you okay? Merce says, flustered.
I am prepared to serve the matriarch, and I have my targets. You should vacate this area.
Azerus? Is that you? Mirth
Identity not registered.
Mirth, go ahead.
Guys, I think something's wrong. I'm pretty sure that's Azerus looking at the chips on his armor, but... Azerus, I'm gonna use... Oof, Jesus.
Why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh, okay, I will. Get ready for this. Hold on. Where's my perception at, though? Where's that? I got a 6 total.
This being looks exactly like Azerus.
Sorry. Oh, no. So here's what I'm going to do. Mirth is going to I'm going to use my... So usually just talking quickly would be a free action, but what I want to do is use my action to actually try and engage with Azerus because this behavior is funky for him. And then I'd like to... Can I hold my move action to withdraw if I see... I don't know. If I see... Wow, they're invisible. If I'm attacked.
Okay.
Can that be a thing? Probably get an attack of opportunity, but okay. Is that okay? I wanna talk with Azerus. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm happy. I'm gonna use my turn to do it.
I was trying to piece together. There's a couple things happening that have been so expertly taken care of that we never even noticed they happened. So much love to Sir Heck is what I will say.
Oh, good job,
Much
Heck.
love to Sir Heck. And
I want to talk to my boy.
go ahead. You can use your turn to talk to the boy.
Okay. Mirth says, Azerus, we've missed you, but are you okay? Who's the matriarch? We came here, we've been looking for you.
I serve the Grand Dame Randolpha Muzgardt under the command of Drek. I am charged to slaughter the Durgar who are here. You are not one of them. Thus, I do not recognize you. Identify yourself.
Okay, so on the one hand, it's good that you're going after the Duergar, and on the other hand, I don't know who this Drek is. I'm Mirth, your friend. We're your friends. Don't you remember us?
They identify as friends, Azerus, not targets. He can't see anything because he's still back by the portcullis, but he hears Azerus and whatever's going on.
There's a very large mechanical clink as his head turns a bit to the side. What is a friend?
What? Oh, oof. Oh, somebody overwrote him and imprinted. Somebody stole our Azerus, Mirth says, and he stomps his foot pissily, and he like announces this to people. Somebody overwrote Azerus and made him think. Okay, now I'm really pissed.
Sir Brom.
And
oh, sorry.
No, I think I'm going to take my move action.
Go ahead.
Azerus isn't actively attacking me and said we aren't his targets. So, given that that's the case, I'm gonna hope he doesn't fucking smash me, and I'm gonna come peek around him over here.
Okay.
I don't know how many feet that is though, because the grid is a bit funky.
It's a doubled grid. If you use your arrows, you'll still move one space at a time.
Oh. Okay. Oops, now I'm destroying my thing. Okay, Mirth is gonna pitter-patter over here, and despite knowing, I think ooh, this could be bad for him, but I think because he's so used to Azerus, he actually kind of pauses in the hallway and looks around. That's about as far as he can get, and he says, "Don't worry, I'm escaping." Kind of. Hold on, big guy. Can you see anything around the corner?
As you pass through the hall, there is a set of double doors to your left, and then you see the cross-section of the halls toward the right.
Oh. Well, I think that realistically that would be the end of my 6 seconds, in good faith.
Sounds
so
good.
I'll end my turn.
Go ahead, Sir Brom.
All right. So I'm finishing my popsicle. Delicious.
Ah, envy.
All right. So Brom draws his sword until how far are you guys? Up here. I'm gonna move himself up here. Here. And he moves up to Azerus and says, Azerus, I'm Brom, I'm your friend. That's how I identify, he says, being very confusing.
You are not a target. That's all he says.
Anything else, Brom?
He draws his sword and he prepares an action to attack if any of the Durgar come within striking distance, at least if he can see them.
Okay. Neo, go ahead.
Okay. Well, Neo's going to first just walk up just a little bit if I can remember how to move a token. Wow. There we go. Neo's going to walk up. He's going to stand right next to Brom, and he kind of looks confident right now. He looks very confident, actually, and he just goes, "It's okay, guys. I'm not sure what's going on, but we will get our friend back. But we have bigger targets right now." And
Nice, Neo.
thank you. I'm going to ready the dodge action if I get attacked.
Okay.
Smart, Neo.
So I'll just have you take the dodge
Later.
action instead of ready it, because
Yes.
it lasts until your next turn.
Jeez.
The door over here opens. You can't help but think you hear the sound of metal clanking. And a Durgar suddenly appears directly in front of Mirth
Oh, great.
with a war pick raised to attack.
Ah,
Brom, go ahead and make your attack, which was your readied action.
All right. He rolled a 15.
A 15 misses. You're so surprised by the sudden appearance of this Durgar that as your sword comes down, they just lift up a shield and bat it out of the way to completely miss. Their pick falls with advantage. 15 to hit Mirth.
Oh, I'm sure that hits. It does.
I get my ready to action too.
For yes, you can take yours too. For 6 damage.
Okay.
And then Lane shoots off a blast.
I think
21.
oh, go ahead.
A 21 will hit.
Nice.
And the damage?
Mirth does a
Had
scream.
to throw my cat out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
18.
18.
Jeez,
I
your
do-
damage?
Because I do
Amazing.
2.
2 Eldritch Blasts now at 5th level.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So roll to hit with the other one too.
Oh, right.
Yep.
$19.
19. That also hits. So yeah, both hit. You do the full 18 damage. This Durgar takes these 2 blasts, knocks it silly. It immediately starts bleeding down its face where one of these blasts hit it in the side of its head. Not looking to be in good shape at all. There is more clanging metal coming from the next room. As another one appears and takes a swing, this time at Brahm. A 17 to hit.
He misses. Hooray. Good job, Armor.
So you catch the pick on one of your pauldrons and shrug it aside. The next one appears, and another one appears, and each of those attack the dodging Neo for just 1. So a 22 is the first one, which hits. And that's the advantage-disadvantage swap for 9 piercing damage as the war pick hits you. And then the last one only rolls an 11, which I'm almost certain misses.
Yes.
All right, so you just take the 9 damage and that's it.
Perfect.
And Lane, it's your turn.
Hooray. I'm so far away from everyone. That's where I like to be. But I'll get up in here. And do the customary start yelling of like, get over here and fight me, you coward. I'm the tallest target. Because we're not sure about that one. And then try and Eldritch Blast over Neo's head.
Okay.
Because I don't want to do the one next to me. So I'll go for the one in the corner.
Okay, sounds good.
Please.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
2 attack.
2 attacks.
Oh, phew. I was like, I think I 20'd. Oh, no, I didn't. It's okay. 19 and 22.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
Another 2 blasts hit this one as it appears, and it's shaken, and also its nose starts to bleed. It's bloodied as well. Or no, not quite. It's almost bloodied. It's really close to bloodied. Anything else?
He can become bloodied if he chooses to come attack me.
Got it. Azerus,
That's
you're
all.
up.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Because as a bonus action, I can make Lil Bubby attack
Okay.
now. And Lil Bubby wants to be in on here.
Deals emotional damage.
No, now he deals my damage, I think. No, he deals magic damage, though. So he really does have his own tiny Eldritch Blast now.
Aww.
with this investment of the Chain Master is the new invocation that I got.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, he does now have his own tiny little Eldritch Blast.
Little bub.
Little bubby.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
So yeah, little bubby rolls. What is the sprites? Hang on. Little bubbies got a 18.
18 will hit.
He does 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
And it has to do a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
All right. The 1 is plenty for it to be bloodied.
Yay.
And what kind of damage is this?
It's piercing damage rules as written, but it's magical piercing damage because of my invocation.
That he's saving against.
He's saving. He has to succeed on a Constitution save or become poisoned.
Poisoned. Okay. So that's important because Durgar have advantage against that.
Interesting.
I hit the button, but I don't have the dice up. A 20, so they pass.
Beans. He has to roll on wild magic table. No, wait. But yes, that's it.
Azerus, go ahead.
Hey, traditional breaking of heads now, I suppose.
No, which heads?
I dropped my d20 first, so let's get that back. All right, I'm gonna swing at it with my really big sword thing I got in my hands because I tend to carry that around a lot. That is a 15 plus my 6 to hit, making that a 21. I can't do math.
21 will hit.
Cool. Here comes 2d6 plus 3 DiMaggio. That's 8 plus 3.
That's plenty. You finish it. Your sword comes down, slices part of its arm off, and they just kind of slump against the wall and fall, gripping at the stump where their elbow is.
Cool.
Before they pass out.
To step onto its corpse to get towards his friend, who I would then like to also smack very hard in the face with my sword.
Sounds great.
Cool. So let's do that thing I just said I was going to do. That's a critical hit, sir.
That will definitely hit.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and have to roll, I guess, now 4. I roll 2 and then double it.
You can roll more dice if you want to because it's more fun.
Cool. I'm going to roll more dice because I have a lot of d6s because I played Warhammer back in the day. 40k nerds, go! That's 10 plus another 5 for 15 plus 3, which is 18 if I can do math properly. 18.
You tear into this thing, and this thing looks just as bad as the one you just killed did before you started hacking at it. They're bloodied, thrown off. They almost dropped their war pick. This Durgar, Zardarok will have your heads. He coughs and it just sprays blood on your chest plate. Anything else, Azerus?
That's going to be it for me, boss.
Mirth, you're up.
When Azerus steps on the one he just like struck down and it makes a squishing noise, Mirth goes, "Oh!" just like that, in a horrified voice. And he counts himself lucky that Azerus isn't attacking us, but he's still really bitter that somebody he suspects that Azerus has been re-imprinted on, like a giant deadly duckling. And he tells the rest of the party as such and says, "You all take care of those guys. I'm going to look down here and see if we can find whoever the mama duck is." I'm gonna go. I guess he's gonna go right up here and kind of skid to a stop. And what can I see now that I'm up here at the crossroads?
To your left, so toward the top of the map, there is a set of double doors. Again, rather nondescript. You get the distinct feeling that the Durgar aren't particularly artistic in their designs. And down the other way appears to be a watch chamber of some kind.
Okay. I'm going to, just for my move, not necessarily... Actually... I'm going to dash, but I don't know if I'm going to use my new boot goofing or not to do it yet.
Sure.
I think I'm going to dash. I feel like I should actually. I should use my new boot dash because it's not fair for me to pick at the end whether it works or not. So Mirth is going to use his dash, so he would be here to... He's going to dash his ass in here.
Okay.
And he's gonna come skittering into the room here and look around to see what he can see.
The room is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals. Visible on the west wall are an arrow slit, an iron lever, and a heavy iron winch. There is a floor-to-ceiling iron cage in the middle of the room that contains an elevator shaft with chains running up and down away from it. The chains are in motion. You can see them moving up and down. You hear a lot of loud mechanical noises higher up in the shaft and further down as well. And in the middle of the east wall, there is a double door and 4 arrow slits in the south wall, letting a cold wind blow in.
Okay. So Mirth skids to a halt in here and looks around, and I think his gaze is fixated on the elevator. And I have a question logistically. Can Mirth hear all of the Azerus clonking and the people quipping and the fighting in the corridor from here?
It is very difficult to hear from here. Even though they're fighting and there's yelling and cursing, it's hard to explain just how noisy it is inside this fortress. There's the sound of hammers falling, of machinery whirring.
Okay.
There's a lot of racket. You can hear people yelling and cussing at each other, so the idea of others yelling and cussing each other is not unusual.
That's actually kind of a good thing for us, isn't it? Okay, can I just, while I'm here, could you give me any more data on this elevator? You said it was in motion. Is anybody in there right now?
The chains are in motion, and because of the rules of combat, you've only seen it for 6 seconds, so you just see the shaft and the chains moving.
Okay, I'll end my turn.
Okay. Brahm, go ahead.
All right. So Brahm can hit these guys twice. So these guys are fine, right? Fine-ish.
So both of those have been hit and both are bloodied. The 2 you just pinged are both bloodied.
Brahm is going to try and hit them. He's going to try not to kill them if he does hit them. No, that's very bad. I forgot how bad these dice were.
A 10 and 11, both your attacks miss.
Swings and misses.
So you start swinging your sword, and you have the massive double-handed arcs of your attacks, and these Durgar are just deflecting it expertly with their shields. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
That's his turn.
Neo, go ahead.
Yes. Neo's going to attack this one to his left.
Okay. That's the only one that hasn't been hit yet.
Okay, with 2 unarmed strikes.
Sounds good.
And 23 and a 21.
Both hit.
Nice.
8 for the first, 4 for the second, and then I'll use Fury of Blows as well.
All right, keep striking.
That one. And a 22.
The 22
for
hits.
damage, 6 for the last one.
6 for the last one. You start punching this thing, kicking it. You hit it in the side of its knee, and part of its knee collapses. You catch it in its jaw, and its head snaps to the side. Your third attack as you punch, you just by luck lifted up its shield, and you crack your knuckles right on the boss of the shield, and it really stings a little bit, and you absent-mindedly jab out with your other hand while you're shaking it off and catch it again, and you nearly wipe this Durgar out. I mean, they're reeling, and it was blind luck that they stopped one hit, and you're certain odds are very good that if they didn't stop that one, they might not still be standing.
Yeah, he has this very determined boxer look on his face right now.
Oh, cool.
Perfect. All right, it is the Durgar's turn. We are going to do a couple things. The doors, the double doors that were flung open, suddenly close. All right, and then the 3 remaining Durgar. Oh, you can't see that one. Do. Nothing to see here. There we go. The 3 remaining Durgar flex their shoulders, grab their war picks, and start laying in. The one that's in terrible shape goes after Azerus. Lifts... where'd they go? Lifts their pick and starts to swing it down. A 22 to hit Azerus.
That's it.
That will deal 9 piercing damage as you're caught by this war pick right through what would be your collarbone if you had a collarbone. The second one sends an attack at Neo. A 5 misses terribly. And then the last one, seeing Lane show up, tries to catch Lane with a war pick and only rolls a 9. They reach their pick out and, like, bang it against the door. That is their turn. Back to Lane.
All right, which one looks almost dead?
All 3 of these are in terrible shape.
Sweet. We're going to do one Eldritch Blast towards the one on the right and one to the one on the left.
Sounds good.
Because
One
I
for
like
you
that.
and one for you.
Oh, no. I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and do your critical hit damage and roll your wild surge.
Oh, wait.
All right, so 12
We're all
points.
kind of close.
12 points of Eldritch Blast for the critical.
Okay. That will kill that Durgar.
Cool. And then I rolled a 19 on the other attack.
Okay. The 19 will hit.
And that did 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. All right. So you send these out in 2 quick succession bursts, just whoop, whoop, as the tattoos pull off your arm and go flying toward the Durgar. And there's something weird about the first one. You could feel it, the tattoo, as you took it off, and you usually don't. And as the bolt went flying, instead of maintaining its shape along the way, it was sparking and sputtering the entire time. Something's definitely wrong with that shot. Go ahead and roll on the table that I sent you.
Rolled a 16.
Which does?
Your arms turn into wings, and you gain a flying speed of 30 feet for 1d4 hours.
Okay.
Your arms!
Right.
Oh, no!
So as soon as this bolt hits that Durgar and it goes spinning backwards into the wall dead, you look down and instead of seeing your hand with fingers outstretched, you see your fingers fuse together and wings sprout as both your arms turn into wings.
Great.
Can he still hold his sword?
No,
No, the sword drops.
I can't do somatic components either.
Oh, well, you can flap and look
But I
really
can fly.
Cool. You can do this.
I need to check if Eldritch Blast needs somatic.
You can continue to your Eldritch Blast. I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't leave you defenseless for a wild magic search.
Listen, I can fly and just swing my lanky body at people. It's fine. I'm a bludgeoning instrument now.
So yeah, you gain flight, and you can still do your Eldritch Blast, and anything that doesn't require
Amazing.
somatic components is fine.
God.
It says I can't while flying. So
Okay.
can I do it while I'm still standing on the ground, but have bird wings?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
There you go.
Great.
Azerus, go ahead.
Great.
The other day, more heads to crack. So yeah, Azerus just, again, takes a single step forward, seeing the target he cleaved into is not dead, and not being happy with that, he'll cleave at it again.
Okay, go ahead.
13 plus 6 makes 19.
That will hit.
The damage And how's this guy looking, by the way?
Terrible.
Oh, cool. I'm just going to roll to hit him then. That is 8 plus 3.
That will kill him.
Cool.
Your massive sword comes down and lays this one out as well. Just cuts him open, shoulder to waist.
Like as he's coming down, Azerus takes like the half of him that's cut open, just bashes that into the side of the wall, steps forward, and hits the other one.
There you go. Roll to hit.
Rom flinches.
That's a 15 plus 6.
That will also hit.
And I'm going to go ahead and pop a ring on this one, because why not?
Sounds good. What element are you adding to your attack?
Let's go with fire. That sounds thematic right now.
Sounds good.
So here comes 2d6 slashing and 1d4 of the fire.
You have an advantage from chat, by the way.
Important clarification, Foxy. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any rings on your fingers.
I knew it.
Oh.
Interesting. So then I will just go ahead and 8 damage then, plus the 3 from my strength.
8 plus 3
Yes.
is 11, which is exactly enough to the hit point.
Perfect.
To cut,
So I get the thing that I wanted to do.
to cut that one down as well.
So yeah, just slashing that guy's throat right open. Foot comes out, pushes the torso forward, and like quick scan around, recognizes there's definitely more Durgar somewhere, but he can't see them. It's not a sound any of you have recognized from Azerus before because you're used to him talking, but he steps forward and it's just like a war horn just brays out. Like, come the fuck at me. I know there are more of you.
All right. Anything else?
That's it, boss.
All right. Looking around, you don't see any other Durgar, but I'm going to keep you in initiative order because I've left plenty of hints that there's still more. So, Mirth, go ahead.
Mirth's not going to go on without the party. So Mirth is going to trot his little butt back over here and peek around the corner and see just the, grape jelly on the ground and everybody standing there kind of shaking off. And Mirth says, "Great. So there's an elevator in this room over here and there's a door this way. I kind of want to go check down this hallway. Also, Azerus, have you snapped out of it at all?"
Turns slightly back around. Turns back. Says nothing.
Well, crap.
What's your designation? He says, like looking at
We're
Azerus.
we'll stick in turn order.
Oh,
Anything else, Mirth?
Could I do perception to figure out? Well, bloody hell, it's loud. No, can I do a perception just to see if I can get a clue what's? I know it's loud, but
It would.
or will you give it to me? What I'm looking for is sounds of. No, you know what? You had said that there was noise coming from the left here, where we peeked through.
Yes. Yeah.
And the door had closed, which presumably means that somebody closed it from the other side, which means we need to keep going this way if we want to eliminate these people.
Everyone except Mirth would have saw that happen because Mirth was in the other room.
But can I deduce it because the doors are closed?
When you came around, the doors are now closed, and all the Durgar you can see are dead. So it's up to you if you could deduce it.
I'll ask. Did you guys close the door, or was that... Okay, that way. And he's going to say, Azerus, there's more of those Durgar through the door, I suspect. I strongly suspect. I suspect enough to inform you as such.
He just blares the war horn again.
Oh, God. Mirtha's like, yes, maybe. And I think I'll use my action to do just a normal dash so I can go catch up and kind of land behind Brom here.
Sounds good.
Getting my cardio in.
Brom,
That's the end of my turn.
Go ahead.
Rom looks at maybe Azerus and says, Azerus, what is your designation? Do you remember? He thinks that this is Azerus. He's hoping to jog some memories. He also is going to move over here past maybe Azerus to see if he can look in.
Okay. The doors are closed. If you want to try and open it, you can.
He's going to try and open it.
It opens without any problem. And you see an empty room.
Bet it's not. He's going to ready an action to strike anything that tries to hit him.
Okay. Neo, go ahead.
Yeah, Neo's going to run into the room, because why not? And...
Okay, as soon as you run into the room, two figures on either side of you suddenly appear. These are Durgar, but they're rather large Durgar. As the two of them have enlarged and are currently standing 10 feet tall each with a war pick to match. And as you come in, both war picks fall. Advantage because you were not expecting it. That's a 21 to hit.
Yes.
And a 16 to hit.
Yes.
Oh no.
I've got potions.
This
You
is why you
take-
don't run into rooms.
11 damage from the first one.
Oh, 11.
And 14 damage from the second.
14.
Oh no. No. No,
I'm not down yet, but I mean, we're on the edge of glory right now.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I'm coming in.
Anything
Mommy's
else,
gonna
Neo?
come get you.
Oh, wait, you can still take your turn. That was your turn. You finished your move action.
Yeah, Neo's going to get hit. Ow! And he's not gonna go out like this. He's gonna use one attack in each direction to shoot a produce flame.
Okay, sounds good.
19 for one and 21 for the other.
Both will hit.
And 9 to one and 6 to the other.
Okay, sounds good.
And then he's going to retreat.
Okay.
That's the best thing to do. So we're going back. How much forward did I go? I guess that was
You went 15 forward.
15 forward, so I'll go.
Okay.
Right there.
Now that will provoke opportunity attacks from both of them.
That is, wait a minute. I'll use a key point to disengage, and I'll backflip my way right on back to Mirth.
You go, Naruto.
Hey.
As you
You
start,
fucking go.
As you start to move,
Yes.
both of them swing their war picks at you, and you leap in a backflip, and right when your body is perfectly horizontal is when their picks pass above and below you as you flip backwards to go back into the
I'm
hallway.
going to cry.
You're so
Help
great.
is on the way,
Beautiful.
dear. Help is on the
Going
way.
to cry.
You're so fucking cool.
That was probably the
No,
coolest
you're
thing I've ever
cool.
seen.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
I think Mirth is like, as you do like a gorgeous ass like ninja fucking flip, and Mirth is like, fuck. Like, as you just come like flat, like, where did this come from?
As he comes right in front of you, just looking bloody, just...
Hold on, it's in my purse. I'm gonna look.
And that ends my turn.
Okay, no problem. Sorry, I got pinged, and I don't know why.
Can Brom try and AOP the Durgar with his ready to action?
Oh, I see. I see what's happening. All right. I'm gonna ignore all that while it happens. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Can Brom try and use his ready to action to chop that guy?
Yes, because you readied an action to attack something. Go ahead.
21.
21 will hit.
Sweet. I'm just gonna click the. Please pretend that it's 12.
12. This massive Durgar, your sword slashes across it. It's much larger than the others. You were expecting when it turned the corner to be the size of the others, so you were going. I mean, your sword was gonna be doing some massive damage, and it cuts across the armor of their stomach and cuts in just deep enough to get a good bite. Ugh, no, like this, and takes its war pick and tries to hit you with its war pick. Just a 7.
Miss.
It sticks in the stone in front of you and growls. The other one with its reach can reach just fine and sends its war pick toward you as well for a 23.
Oof, that hit.
And that is just 8 damage.
Ouch.
There is... All right, Lane, go ahead.
Okay. I am going to... I measured, and it is 6 squares for me to run to this corner. I will take the opportunity attack
So...
if he wants to. But he tried to use it already?
As you try and push through that, you hit something else in your way, and you can't squeeze by.
Where? Where do I stop then?
You can't enter the room. There is no way for you to squeeze by them. So you try and pass by Brahm to go around the corner that direction, and something keeps you from going further.
Is it like something that I run into, or something like pulling me backwards?
You know they can go invisible, and you know that they're very large, so it's quick for Lane to deduce there's an invisible one there that's blocking the way.
Well, probably not quick, because like himbo squad, but we'll throw some Eldritch Blast anyways, I guess, even though I'm engaged with them, so that would probably not go great.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I have hexes for this. Yeah, I will Hexblade's curse the one in front of me, please.
Okay.
And I will take out my sword. And never mind. With my wing.
Oh no! Wild magic, baby. What a
wild magic, baby.
Lane, plan in mind, goes up, reaches for his sword, and realizes, oh wait, I dropped that back there when my hand turned into a wing.
And I'm just gonna fling my wing out in Eldritch Blast in frustration, and it'll be a disadvantage because I'm...
Go ahead.
How many hours are you stuck with this?
Let me roll for that. I was supposed to roll.
Please let it
3.
be.
Oh no.
I'm stuck this for 3 hours.
It could be 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. You're the Swan Prince now. It's sexy. Probably.
We have so many waterfowl jokes tonight.
So how was that roll?
Guys. Not bad. I rolled an 18 and a 15 for my first attack.
Before modifier?
That's on the dice.
Okay, then you hit with the 15
so plus 8.
Yep.
So 23. So Hexblade's curse makes that 7 points of damage.
Okay. Your burst of energy goes forth, hits this Durgar that's just got cut by Brahm, and they're looking in real rough shape.
Can I pull him to try and destabilize the invisible one I ran into?
You shot the one directly in front of you, right?
Right.
There's no
Can't
place
pull.
to pull.
Good deal. Second attack. 18 is the lowest.
18 will hit.
Hooray!
And whatever you roll is enough to finish that one off.
Hey. I rolled 7.
So your second Eldritch Blast hits it, falls to its knees, and as it falls, it begins shrinking back to its normal size before dying at a normal size.
I get 10 hit points back.
Okay. Anything else?
I wasn't hurt. No.
All right.
I will flap my wings and try to be intimidating.
Azerus, go ahead.
Can I step past these individuals in front of me here?
You can.
Cool. I'm gonna step right here. I'm assuming something might swing at me.
As soon as you step in, something does indeed swing at you.
Give me your best
As
shot.
Another one of these enlarged Durgar appears next to you, and it's massive war pick. 23 to hit.
That's certainly a hit.
12 piercing.
I will happily take that.
So this one, it begins to from translucent to fully opaque right before your eyes, just as the war pick comes flying towards you and buries itself deep.
Alrighty. Well, taking the damage, he'll kind of just like take the war pick, notice that's a thing, pull it back, crack a muscle that's not actually in his neck, realize there are two very large targets around him, and that there's no one else in the way. Engage in conquest mode. And he will begin to grow larger.
As Azerus grows.
Yay!
All right.
Pacific Rim starts playing.
That's a great opening theme song, by the way.
It's excellent. So good.
Gonna go ahead and break some face or two if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the one here directly down here because I like him less.
Got it.
That is a 17 plus my 6.
That'll hit.
So here comes. Oh hey, I'm level 5 now, so I think my giant smite does a little bit more. Is it D6 still? Might still be D6. Never mind, still D6. Cool. All good. So here comes 3d6, and here comes 3d6. We'll just go with that for now. That's 1 less than max damage. Oh, tragic. So that's 12, 15. No, wait, that's wrong. Hold up. Wait, 6, 12, 18, 17.
17.
I can't do math, guys. I'm an English major.
Do you add anything else to that?
My 3 from my strength.
Okay.
So that's 12, flat 20 damage.
As you start growing, your sword grows with you in mid-swing, and it rips this enlarged Durgar in half.
Oh, cool.
And both halves, as they slide apart, begin to shrink at different rates back to normal size.
Ew.
It is kind of gross. Well,
Rude.
I got one more attack, and there's one more Durgar, so... Well... there's a final miss today. It's a 2 plus my 6. It's finally a miss.
That'll miss. Mirth, you're up.
So as you come Naruto flipping, Mirth with his circus background, even though you don't need it because you landed so perfectly, automatically does this spotter waist catch kind of a pose and is like, oh well, you landed perfectly. And he says 2 things. First of all, he says, what happened to your arms? Down the hallway to Lane, and then he says, here baby, and he gives you a watermelon jello shot of healing potion, which will heal you for 10, and then he's going to cast healing word on you, which will heal you for 7, so you'll get 17 hit points back with a watermelon jello shot.
Thank you.
Where did the
You're
jello shots
welcome.
come from?
Nice jump.
What is this exactly?
Oh, I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. Just keep slurping it down.
Sir Brahm, go ahead.
Brahm is going to try and attack this Durgar. He's going to try to not kill him.
Okay.
Hopefully. All right, I'm just going to hit twice. That is a 11.
11 misses.
Great. Yeah, not a great battle for him. And that is a 25.
25 will hit.
I will. Sorry, I'm finding my damage. 16.
16. You slash into this one. You're trying not to kill them, so you turn the flat of your blade sideways. You're able to get a really solid connection. Rings their bells pretty well, but they don't go down. Anything else?
Yeah. Not for now.
Okay. Neo.
Actually,
Oh, sorry.
Nah, no.
All right,
Never mind.
Neo, go for it.
From on top of this one's dead body, am I able to see? Well, I can't see that one, I guess. I'm going to shoot at this one here.
Sounds
with
good.
2 produce flames. 21 and a 13.
21 will hit.
Whoa. Nice. Neo's on. Doing a good job today.
Thank you. 7 damage.
7 damage.
Damage, not so much.
Your one of your produced flames, it hits it and starts burning against its chest, and it just like absent-mindedly bats it out. But as it does, you can tell it burned all the way through, and they are not looking to be in good shape.
Oh, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. The final 2 appear as they come running straight toward the doorway.
Oh!
One of them is going.
Son of a gun.
Both of them are going to swing at the massive threat. A 12 and a 16. I think both miss.
Pitiful.
Their war picks come flying down and just ring off of Azerus's armor. Lane, go ahead. Oh wait, the other one attacks too. Sorry.
Oh.
Advantage because of flanking, not because of anything else. A 21 will hit for 15 damage.
Oof.
They finally hitting how they're supposed to hit. Lane, go ahead.
Mirth has just been like, "What happened to your arms?" So Lane's just like looking down. It's like, "I don't know, but we're giving this a shot," and just leap in the air and just start flying.
Oh my god, yes.
You can fly, 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 you can fly.
Oh god. Can you imagine how it looks?
It is quite literally like he just like dips into a lunge and throws his arms up and then just like rapid downswing. And so he just like launches himself into the air. Yeah, basically a heartbeat, chat.
Yep.
And doesn't necessarily like fly really well, but he does kind of pivot it into like a giant jump over the Duergar's heads.
Okay.
To end up like here.
All right, let me check some heights.
No.
All 3 of them will take a swing at you. They can still reach you even as you go up over the top. All right. Here they come. All 3, as soon as you leap through, they're like shocked that something has jumped through and begun flying and start trying to bat you out of the air. A 21, a 20, and a 9.
No.
Who will hit?
So for 15 from the first one and 11 from the second one.
I'm going to use cutting words.
All right.
For the 15. And I'm going to say... there's a reason why we keep house cats indoors. They do damage to local songbird populations. And that's going to be a D8. Let's see.
Okay. So you reduce the damage by a D8, I think?
Yeah, let me see if it does anything, though.
What do I need to make?
It just automatically does it. So okay. -4. Oh, yeah. The truth. Statistics.
I have control armor. I can heal myself. It's fine. Don't worry about me.
Oh, well, damn it.
So 11 and 11.
Never heal you again.
22.
It's trying to help.
Anything else,
I appreciate you. Yes. That was my movement because I have a fly speed for 3 hours. And then I'm going to. I apparently dropped my sword, so I'm just gonna lasso that one with my Eldritch
biting
Blast.
Sounds good.
With your mouth. Just full
I didn't get a beak.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
18 and 16.
Both will hit.
Come on. Ooh, almost max damage. I got 9 plus 8 is 17.
All right. Both
And
of you-
pulled closer towards me, hopefully smashing into that one to destabilize.
I mean, they kind of bounce off of each other, and you pull 10 feet with each shot, right?
Yep.
All right, so you're able to pull that one all the way up to you.
Nice.
Oh no, I'm still small.
Not nice.
Azerus, go ahead.
I didn't think this through.
All right. Well, I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna go ahead and here's what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna use my bonus action to use second wind.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. I get back 1d10 plus 5 health.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I have table for the max 10, so that's 15 health back for me.
Woohoo.
Cool. Big heals. And then I am going to do that thing where I hit Durgar really hard in the head with this big sword that I have.
Sounds good.
Let's go ahead with the one I've already been hit. Oh, no, I killed the one. He stepped over him.
Right.
So, yeah, I was going to hit that one in the same spot.
Hit the
'cause it's
fresh one.
there. I like hitting the ones that are in that spot. That is a 19.
19 will hit.
That's 3d6 for the, because I'm still in Giant Smite. It's 3 5s for 15 damage.
Nice.
Plus 3 for your strength.
Yes.
So 18 damage.
18 total.
You cut into it. It looks terrible. It could definitely not take another hit like that. Your second
Cool.
attack?
I'm going to hit it again so I can not take an attack like that, hopefully. That is a grand total of 17.
17 will hit.
Cool. For 13 plus 3, 16 damage.
That is enough to finish this one off.
Fantastic. Have you ever heard of this cool thing called Action Surge?
Go ahead.
I'm going to do that.
Action surge.
So I'm going to
Fighters
hit
are
this
so
one
OP.
really hard.
Sounds
Like
good.
super duper hard is the game plan I'm going for here. I need really good numbers here. So I'm going to go ahead and... Do I use my advantage from chat now?
Just
Yeah, I'm
do
going
it.
to do it. I'm going to do it. Why not? So
Don't
here's...
save anything. Always
That's an 11 plus a certain number is enough for it to hit, but I already used the advantage, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can crit fish. Why not?
Okay.
I think. I do! Nice!
use.
Perfect.
Always crit fish, my loves.
Fortunate.
Always crit fish when you've got advantage.
Okay, so that's going to be just 3 numbers. I didn't roll very well for damage, so that's only 7, 8 with 3, 6, but that gets doubled to 16,
So
plus my 3.
they only had 3 hit points left.
Oh, cool. Well, I guess I didn't have to do that anyway.
You take your sword, swing low to high, cutting the one beneath you diagonally. And as your sword hits that peak, they didn't realize that was the backswing. And you just pull and follow through and spin, cutting both of these Durgar's heads completely off as you spin and both of them drop.
Nice. I'm enjoying the murder machine I am being currently.
And
Although I do feel like a bit of a
Blaine's
spotlight hog, and I'm sorry. I don't
fluffy
like it.
wings just
No.
got
You're the
sprayed
fighter,
with
you're
blood.
made to kill. You
That's
have
fair. I have
movement
made
if you
to
want.
Do
murder
it.
things. In which case, I still have one more attack, so I'm going to go ahead and use
Hell yeah!
You have your move.
I'm going to go
it.
right there. And, I mean, listen, I don't know who you are, small creature down here, but you certainly seem a lot smaller than this thing, so I'm going to help your small, frail form.
Hey, I got bigger now. I have wings.
You gained some wingspan,
I got a
literally.
wingspan.
That is a 13 plus my 6.
That'll hit.
19 total. And I guess I'll go ahead and pop that fire rune of mine I've been sitting on for a while.
Okay.
So here comes an 3d6 plus an extra 2d6 damage. 2 of these are fire damage. That's 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 slashing damage, and then 6 fire damage.
As you start cutting, your sword catches fire from your fire rune. As you finish your follow through, this one just bursts into flames as it begins to shrink. Zadorok's dragon will eat you alive. Thump.
He is more than welcome to try.
Like,
With the end of that fight and a quiet beginning to fall over the room, well, a relative quiet as you still hear the machinery and the hammering and all of the noise, we're going to take a quick break so that we can stretch, get water, fix chairs that may or may not have broken out from under us.
It was an important fight.
Be right back. So we will be back in 5 to 10. Don't go far. See you soon. We're back. Thank you for sticking around. A much needed break was taken. The combat has just finished up as a number of Durgar have been wiped out, as the group finds themselves standing in what, to all appearances, is a barracks of some kind, and the game is yours.
I have burdens for the next 3 hours.
Brahm is going to study maybe Azerus and try and figure out if this is Azerus. What do I have to roll?
Give me a investigation or perception, your choice.
Which one's better for me? I think investigation. Let me check. Or the thing could take forever to load. That's fine.
Oh, and I'll change the music back while you look for that.
I'll ask you about that. You got it.
All right. He's going to perception check. So that's +1.
All right, go ahead.
13. Nope. Nope. Damn it.
So, outside of battle, and the shock of what just happened, you take a moment to take a closer look at Azerus. And as you do get the feeling that something's not quite right physically. You can't put your finger on it, but something is different. You do notice that Azerus is not wearing the cloak that you made for him. You notice that he is exactly how you originally found him or were introduced to him. Looking more statue-like than anything else.
Oh, this isn't...
Azerus, is this you? He says, is like not seeming quite certain. He was going to hug Azerus. Now he doesn't want to. He's like, I don't know.
Stranger danger.
Is this really Azerus?
Identity not recognized.
Who are you?
What is your identity then?
I don't know.
Oh, oops, we gave a second robot an identity crisis. My bad.
Well, that's okay, Mirth says, looking profoundly uncomfortable.
That's okay, says Mirth, looking as if nothing is okay.
Narrator, they were lying. Well, shoot, but hey, they said that they're fighting the Duergar, so there's no reason why we couldn't bring Azerus too along with us.
I must report back to Drek.
Where is she? Can you take us to her?
You may follow.
Thank you.
He nods. He's still not sure kind of who he's talking to. Is this Azerus or is it someone else?
I don't even know, to be perfectly honest with you.
Rox, you're Azerus' best friend. You look.
Does he have the tramp stamp that you got in session 2?
What?
The
No.
tramp stamp.
Ew.
It's an engraving.
But yeah, I guess he'll just immediately start moving back towards the door. He'll probably power down in conquest mode to be a little easier to move through the doors and not squish the other people who haven't threatened him yet.
Thank you.
But yeah, he'll just slide on through.
Okay.
Lane, you could still look at him now that you're not, well, you're still in birdemic mode, but.
Birdemic.
That's all that I can see. Like when I imagine I just imagine the badly animated flying gif from Birdemic.
Oh god.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very bad
in the
movie.
chat. It's a really horrible movie.
So yep, I'm gonna head on over to Drek. So I'm headed this way.
I'm following you.
I'm also following you. Oh no, where'd you go?
To the right.
We're
Everyone
over
went to
here.
the right.
Oh.
Went down right.
In the corner, a Durgar begins to materialize and starts walking toward the group.
Halt, Mirth says. We've got a robot and we know how to use them. Kind of.
Well done.
Pick
Well
up my
done.
sword, by the way.
You. Adventurers. You have a robot. Come.
I'm sorry, do we know you?
We do. She's the matriarch, says Brom. Like, he's not really 100% sure, but he's pretty sure.
I serve the Grand Dame, as all who are going to survive this should. I'm Drek. And you are?
Brom. It's Brom.
Mirth.
And
The friend of the one you messed with. Where is Azerus?
I don't have any clue what an Azerus is.
Well, what'd you do to this one?
This one serves the Grand Dame. Has done so her family for centuries. What are you talking about?
Not Azerus.
Not
No.
Azerus.
Listen.
Out of character. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah, no, out of character. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Out of character question. Sorry for not knowing off the top of my head regarding notes, but have we learned about the Grand Dame before, or is this new?
Nope.
Okay. Earth says, who is this wonderful, esteemed Grand Dame? Please.
The Grand Dame Randolpha Muzgardt.
Okay.
She was invited to the surface. The Durgar kind of spits on the floor off to the side. By Zardarak. Said
Oh.
he had an offer to unite our clans in marriage.
Brom makes a face. He's not a fan of this idea. For reasons, maybe.
As far as we can
Oh.
tell, we were drug up here for no reason at all.
And where is this
Oh.
Sardarok?
He's around. He's probably messing with his dragon. Or about that time, there is this massive, much louder than ever before, metallic crash. It sounds like, for our sakes, it sounds like a massive hangar door is opening.
Oh dear.
There is the sound just over all the other noise of what sounds like thousands of glasses dropping and breaking. And the sound begins to move away from the fortress. And Drek turns and looks out the window.
Icicles?
Seems he's testing again. And as you look where Drek points, this massive black silhouette
Oh no.
passes between you and the stars and starts flying out into the mountains.
Well, that's not good.
Mirth privately thinks it could be good if the dragon isn't here while we are. And then Mirth is going to turn and look at Drek and say, well, it sounds like this Zardarak sure is an incompetent nincompoop, probably in no way worthy of your fair lady Randolpha Muzgardt's attention. And he says, so, I take it that you have quarrel with these people?
The Grand Dame decided when all of you showed up, that was our time to, well, let's just say, seize Zardarak's assets.
Well, great. We're of the same mind, then.
Perfect.
Brom nods. He would much rather give Durgar, who want to stay below the surface and not send giant dragons out, the power over other Durgar than crazy madman Durgar.
No, this is great. Mirth looks around and is like, wedding crashers. And say, well, since our goals seem to be in alignment, do you think that we could meet with the Grand Lady?
You want to meet the Dame?
The Dame? Yes. So that we can get to know her.
I suppose it could be arranged if we can get there. Not all of the Durgar in these halls will be happy that you're walking them.
Well, that will hit that problem when we get there, Mirth says, and sort of knocks. I think he knocks on Azerus's too. Like, this baby can fight so many Duergar, and then I think it hurts his nails, and he's like, oh. You know, kind of. And then he looks at everybody, and Nif, be quiet. And then he, sorry, Nif, stop saying things in chats. Okay, Mirtha's going to turn around and say, "Everyone, are we on board with this idea? I think we should go and collaborate with this wonderful dame."
Brom agreed.
Enemy of my enemy is all right. We're on it. Fair handmaiden Drek, do you know the way to the Grand Alpha?
You
Dame?
talk ridiculously. She's in
I've
the
been
dining
told
hall,
that.
just down the hall. Listen, be quiet. Hopefully we won't run into anyone along the way. Come along.
Brom nods. He's going to try and sneak. Sadly.
Oh, no.
Drek starts
Hush.
to head toward the hall. Gets to the hall itself and just pauses and turns and shrugs.
Well,
Go ahead and roll stealth if you want to.
13.
14.
I got a 25.
Perfect.
Yes, you're the
Come
stealthiest.
on.
What?
17.
invisible.
You're sneaking suit.
7. Yep.
I'm part chameleon.
Everyone does
That's the
well
wall.
enough that you feel that you're moving plenty quiet, especially with how loud everything is. And Drek leads you down the hall, really only about 60 feet or so, because I forgot where the Grand Dame was before I told you to follow, and comes to a double door just down the hall, and turns and says, "Wait here a moment," and opens the door to pass in, closing it behind him.
Hey, everybody, move your tokens.
In the hall, just to let you know what's going on, below you, this area here, oh, and I will shift everyone. That area down there, there is a metal gate looking downward into this, it's this portcullis that is over an opening. And as you look down, you can see about 100 feet below, there is light emanating. It seems like there is another level quite a way down. And turning to look up, there is another light far up, about probably another 120 feet or so straight up. Otherwise, the shaft is a vertical shaft that's just closed off. After those few moments pass, Drek reopens the door and says, "Come along. The Grand Dame will see you." And gestures for you to enter.
Mirth adjusts Brom's outfit and like dusts some dust off of it and fluffs him. Fluffs everyone as we're going in, like, all right, licks his finger and try and smooth Neo's hair. Ow, okay, it looks good enough. All right, let's go in.
My troll armor has healed me all the way now, right?
Probably looks very cool and stylish.
I am trying to find a picture for you. Oh, here we go. There we are.
We have to find our Azerus.
As you enter this dining hall, there are 3 braziers heaped with glowing coals illuminating a fairly large hall. At the eastern end is a hexagonal stone table surrounded by 6 stone chairs. And seated in the chair, facing the door, is a haggard old Durgar, with long black hair streaked with ribbons of white and fingernails like shards of iron. She is devouring a hearty buffet of cooked meats, mushrooms, and other unusual fare. Lurking next to her is a small dragon that seems to be made of black crystal. Hunched over a hot stove to the west of the room are 3 Durgar cooks. At the sight of you, they turn and adjust their clothes. The old Durgar speaks up in Dwarvish. If you speak Dwarvish, does anyone speak Dwarvish? Can't remember.
I think I might actually.
Okay.
I do too.
Most of us do.
The Grand Dame turns and says, "At ease, bring my next meal." And she relaxes, sits back in her chair, and turns to you and says in common, "Drek says that you are here to assist."
Yes, we are.
And to find our friend.
Find your friend. Did you not
Yes.
all come?
Well,
We're looking for another one of these.
Ah, useful, aren't they? This one served my family well for centuries now. It's a
What's
shame.
his name?
His name? Why would you name it?
why not?
The Randolpha points over at a chair next to her. What is that thing's name?
Murtha's going to put his hand out and very gently, if Neo looks like he's going to do the good boy thing and speak up, and just very gently, like, tap your elbow in a kind of, like a silent bid to not chase this particular topic. Whether he picks up on it or chooses to listen is completely up to him. But Murtha's kind of like, uh-oh.
Yeah, Brom also put the hand on Rox's shoulder because even if this lady is racist,
Yeah, for real.
this is much better than letting.
She's like a racist grandma.
Okay, yeah, I'd rather have racist grandma ruling the Durgar than other Durgar. So,
Neo.
It looks like a racist grandma.
it looks like my racist grandma now.
Fucking stop! I can't.
All right. So moving on, Brom puts his hands on Neo's
Neo's
shoulder.
not going to
Jen-
say anything. He's just looking straight at the woman silently.
Murtha's going to do the bard thing, introduce all of us respectfully, and say basically the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and we're interested in scoping out this area. And we would be happy to help you get as much booty as you want to get while we're here, if you're willing to give us intel on maybe how to get around, since you probably know how to get around the fortress better than we.
Oh, I can definitely share a few tips. As for us, yes. If you take care of Zardarok, the rest of his Durgar will acquiesce to my attentions instead. So once he's gone, then yes, we will all be gone shortly. Kill Zardarok, leave the fortress, we'll claim all that's ours, and go back to the Underdark. I have no use for the surface and looks at Neo up and down, side-eyed, and surface dwellers.
Oh,
His hair just gets a little brighter and bigger.
of course, it's just terrible up here. Pollution,
Eternal
pollution, climate change, people.
flying monsters.
Yes, absolutely. So, your Grand Dame Nish, if you could give us some direction on where to find Zardarok, that would be fantastic.
We'll gladly avoid killing anyone else if we can.
How noble of you. I can assure you that any Durgar here won't extend that courtesy.
Brom kind of shrugs. It's the nature of the game here.
Well, we can at least offer you this. She will reach into a pouch, and she will pull out these 4 pendants. And each one appears to be a a mushroom growing out of the side of a keg is what the image on the pendant is. She said, "This is the mark of my clan. Wear it, and those loyal to me will not fight you."
Oh. It's beautiful, Mirth says, looking at this ugly little design. Fully lying.
Brom is incapable of lying. He makes a slight face and then kind of like puts it over his head, like, okay.
Put one over Bird Boy on Lane.
Lane also gets a new necklace.
Only my arms are bird.
Here.
But look, think about them
not my
flapping.
fault.
They're, like flapping constantly.
Mirth
What you
whispers.
I
get
am
for
not
casting magic.
constantly flapping my arm.
Mirth says, "It's okay. This one can only speak in squawks.
No, that's
have to
not
heal him.
true. That's
Part of
not
our quest.
true
Look,
at all.
even now, it's
I'm
difficult.
speaking perfectly fine.
I can hear
Actually-
his voice as it once was.
I'm just gonna like switch to Dwarvish and be like, I'm so sorry.
She turns to the other Durgar cooks and she says in Dwarvish to them, "This is why we have no business among idiots."
Climate change. All
To
right.
be fair, this was not my fault. Okay.
As for
You lucky I can
Zardarak,
speak.
turning back to all of you, he makes his way around. By the sound just now, I'd say that he just released his pet. I imagine Zardarak is on his throne down below. He could be in the forge celebrating the release, or in prayer before that godforsaken demon that he's taken to.
Demon.
Oh, tell us more about that part, please.
Zardarak's a fool. He doesn't worship the true gods of the Durgar. He laid claim to some figure in a block of ice.
Well, that's silly of him. Everyone knows that's unsafe. And if that's the case, was this little fellow a present? Mirth says, like, flicking his eyes to the little metal, shardy-looking dragon pet.
Ah, Crystalline. I will admit, when Zardarak handed me her, I was swayed for a moment. She's much smaller than his, though. And I will not abide being the fourth wife with the smallest dragon.
Oh, definitely don't abide that. Unacceptable.
Oh, you're worth so much
Small
more,
dragon.
says Brom.
Yes. Wait, fourth wife? There are more? Do they live here?
There are some still in the Underdark awaiting Zardarak's rule. I think that those are the mothers of his foolish sons. The others around somewhere. I pay her no mind.
Did we?
Well, let's be on our way, says Brom, looking slightly more determined than he was a moment before. In fact, he looks a little fervent for some reason.
Yeah. This is a good allyship. All right. Well, let's bow prettily, and I guess we have to leave Azerus 2 behind. Can we take Azerus 2 with us?
The
wonder if
guard
she-
can go. It may help keep the others off of you. Before
Well,
you fight,
wonderful.
make sure that you show them the badge. You never know who will remain loyal.
Will do. Thank you, your dameliness. Then a curtsy.
Brom just nods and puts a hand on, well, close to his weapon on his sword belt.
He mugs the woman as he walks out.
Oh god, I could see. I was watching your face the whole time, Neo, and Neo was not having it.
Not happening.
All right. The Grand Dame dismisses you. Where are you going?
Okay, so I made notes. We could go either on, he might either be on his throne in the forge or praying before the crystalline god. So we have to pick one of those locations and sally forth as best we can. So
Levistus first.
thought you might say that. Okay. All right, Levistus it is. Aren't you like a bloodhound for these kinds of things? Can you like smell it? Mirth says, wafting near you.
Actually, he can. He's going to search for demonic beings using his sense evil thing.
Okay. What is your range on that?
Let me find out. Oh, also he's going to heal himself. Forgot about that.
Remind me.
Where is it? 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. The distance down to the next level is further than 60 feet. From where you are, nothing triggers your sense.
All right. He's gonna.
We should probably just find a direction to head in.
Yeah, I guess we should head down, or maybe just search this floor. Could not Azerus figure? Does not Azerus know where to go?
So, not Azerus knows that the forge is down below. There are 2 elevators that will take you to the forge. One was the one in the room where you first met Drek, which is down here. And the other one is in the training room, which is over this direction. Either of those 2 will lead down to the forge level. And let me double check before I tell you. The one that is closer to the temple is the one in the training room.
Okay.
I would communicate that.
All right, let's go.
Yep. Brum gently pats not Azerus's arm because even though he's not their actual real friend, he's still a friend.
Oh.
He's friend shaped.
He does look over and notice that, but doesn't really know what to do with the gesture.
Mirth puts his hand on your giant hand and says, "You're allowed to have a name if you want to. Do you want a name? Your own name?"
What does one do with a name?
You own it, and it's your very own. And no one can
Your
take it from you.
identity.
We can call you by it to get your attention. You can
All that
introduce
too.
yourself.
You're more than a chair. I mean a tool.
A chairess. I'm sorry.
No.
Fuck.
Foxy, get
ready.
back in character.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for a chairess.
Back in
Fuck.
character.
Okay.
Get it. Deep breaths. All right.
So sorry.
Niff, no.
Yes, I think I would like a name. I'm just not sure what I'd choose.
Mirth's eyes sparkle. You seem like an upstanding sort. I have a brother with a good name. Do you want to have his? His name is Honor. And I think, for someone like you, that might be fitting. After all, you did save us from those invisible things that Mirth didn't quite see because he was down the hallway.
Takes a second, kind of tosses it around his brain module for a bit. Honor. I like the way it sounds. Thank you.
Mirth squeals. Do we have enough room for 2? He says, looking at Lane.
I think you'll have a hard time convincing I can't think of her name except for Granola Muskrat
dame?
now. I'm so sorry.
What?
Granola muskrat.
Close enough.
Listen, Thursday night.
What is
games-
with you today?
Thursday
Grand
night games,
Dame.
we intentionally screw up names this badly, and I'm
God.
still on it. I'm so sorry.
Jeez Louise.
So,
I'm so
the
sorry,
elevator.
everyone. But anyways, I think that actual character name. Hang on, checking the chat.
Honor.
No, I think that Randolpha Muzgardt might have a problem with that.
We'll just call her dameliness.
I think she might have a problem if we tried to take him with. If we tried to take Honor with us.
Well, we'll hit that roadblock when we come to it.
I have served the dame for centuries. It is my charge.
But do you like her?
I don't know what that is.
See?
Probably don't.
Don't worry, Honor. We'll take care of you. Whatever you need. You can make your own decision, since you're definitely of age. Probably like 200 or 1,000 or something. And all of this mumbled, I assume, while we're walking,
Sure.
so that for the
Yeah.
DM's benefit.
We're not
you
just
know?
standing here doing
We're not
nothing. Yeah,
just-
that sounds great.
Chilling.
Yeah, I
un-
figure this is like.
I unlocked the doors on the floor. You know that the training room is the one to the south. So,
Okay.
Honor
Alright.
can lead you that way.
Go boop.
All right. He's gonna go to the elevator and be ready to destroy stuff.
So, as you enter this room, there are, again, hot braziers of glowing coals in the corners of the room that set off the cold just a little bit that is flowing through the arrow slits on the south wall. Scattered around the room are a number of training dummies that have been torn to pieces. There's sand everywhere, along with what appears to be a small table where another dummy is being put back together. There are 4 freestanding suits of plate armor and a floor-to-ceiling iron cage in the middle of the room that contains an elevator shaft with chains running up and down away from it. The chains are in motion, and you hear loud mechanical noises high above and below.
I'm assuming these plate armors are small sized.
Yeah, they just appear to be freestanding small. Well, no, not small. They're medium-sized plate armors.
Oh. Can Brom take one?
You reached. I'll put them on the map. That'll probably make it easier.
Rip?
Did you just say rip?
Yep.
You you reach out to touch one of these sets of armor, and as you do, its arm snaps up and catches your wrist. Roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Rip.
Sorry, give me a
Literally
second
rip.
to clear it.
So relatable, honestly. I don't blame you, Jara.
Oh, it was totally a bad move, but it's too late now.
I love that you did it.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
2, 3, 4.
This is like the only good initiative roll you've gotten.
I don't think the little sigil things that we got are gonna work on these. That's a bummer.
Probably not.
It would have worked if he hadn't have touched it, but
the 4 sets of armor all begin to move and apparently start to go through some kind of coordinated training action.
Oh no, it's a train. Ah.
Neo, as you see him start moving, you get to go first.
Do we level up with this? Is it evidence that they're trying to train us and not just attack us?
At a quick glance, the weapons they have look very real.
Oh, well, I'm going to hit it then. Actually, I'm going to burn it. Or just burn it.
uh-oh.
A couple produce flames. Maybe not. I got a 8 and a 17.
Neither of those seem to bother it. The fire just doesn't seem to catch on the armor. Anything else, Neo?
Neo's going to back into the elevator.
So
Not a bad idea.
Right now, it's an open elevator shaft. The elevator has not arrived yet.
Oh.
Neo's going to stand right by where the elevator would be if the elevator was there.
Okay, if you take a step back, it is going to slap you.
Neo is going to say exactly where the hell he was,
Okay,
and he is going to use one key. Actually, he's just going to stand there
All
and
right.
end his turn.
Go ahead. Brahm, this set of armor has reached up and slapped your hand away.
As it should. Somehow, instead of imagining what it probably looks like, I imagine it's like, unhand me, you fiend. How dare you? So, can they tell that it's a training exercise? Can he tell? He's had a life of training.
I'll say just what I said to Neo. The weapons look very real.
I'm sure they're very sharp. He's going to, well, he has a sword already, so he's going to go ahead and try parrying it and attacking it.
Go ahead.
So I will roll for that. 18.
18 is exactly enough to hit.
And 9.
9 misses.
Okay.
So your first swing catches it, and your second, it's as though it adapted to your fighting, and your second swing misses.
As it should. That was very bad. Not good. 11 damage.
11 damage. You hack into it, and chunks of the armor fall off, and it looks hurt a little bit. Not too bad. Anything else?
He's going to say, deactivate training. Really loudly.
Okay.
Probably not going to work.
All right. Lane, you're up.
Well, I still have wings. So I'm just gonna stand here and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one.
All right.
Actually, no, I was gonna say, can I cross and try and like tug them into each other? But probably not. So we're just gonna do a regular throw. That's whatever 18 plus
That'll hit.
things are. Plus 8. So yeah, 26, I imagine, hits.
Yes.
Sweet. 8 points of damage.
Okay. And
First
which
damage.
you shooting the same one that Brahm hit?
Yes.
Okay. Your tattoos
And-
shoot forth, slam into it.
And lasso.
Okay. And pulls it forward 10 feet.
Bringing him right in front of Azerus.
Yep. You have a second attack.
Yes, I do. Is that a disadvantage now?
It is now.
Okay. Beans. Well, I rolled a 16 and a 15, so plus 8
That'll hit.
is cool. 6 points of force damage.
Okay. This one is just about ready to fall apart.
Hooray!
Anything else?
Little Bubby's gonna go for it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Get him, bub.
Get him, Bubby. Nope. Bubby rolled a 3.
Mirth, go ahead.
Eldritch little.
He Eldritch squirted.
Nope. Stop it.
Mirth,
Oh, we
it's all
killed
you.
that.
Okay, Mirth is gonna new boot Goofin over here and peek into the elevator shaft. Is it coming up or down?
So if you go over there, that one is going to hit you. Are you okay with that?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it first.
All right, go ahead.
Not very good at hitting. Oh God, this is gonna be so cringy.
You can also use an action to disengage.
Well, I feel a little bad because Lane is right there, looking two-dimensional. I feel like I should
I'm
contribute.
fine.
Okay. In that case, Merce's hand hovers over his breast dagger, and then he kind of is like, never mind. And he's going to disengage and scuttle his ass over here.
Okay.
And I want to say, so there's an episode of Xena where there's this extremely stupid breast dagger, which makes no fucking sense ever, and it's very dumb, and that's what Merce has. It's like a little cleavage dagger.
Okay.
In case of emergencies. But lucky for everyone, he left it sheathed. So is the elevator up or down right now?
It is on its way up.
Great! I'm gonna wait. I used my action to disengage, didn't I? Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay the fuck here then.
Okay.
Since I can't hold an action.
The one suit of armor down here is going to start advancing toward Neo. And then all of them start this attack sequence. You can hear these clicks and whirring sounds. And each of them start swinging. So we're going to start against Neo as both of these start their... wrong button. Swinging a 5, a 5, a 12, and a 23.
The 23 hits.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As the mace in one of its hands hits you. And as it hits you, it's not as heavy as a full-blown mace, but it still hurts. The other 2, one is going to attack Lane.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have wing arms. Does that mean I can't be holding my shield?
Yeah, you can't hold your shield with wing arms.
Okay. That's fine.
7 and 13.
Neither hit.
Okay. The other one is going to attack Azerus. Azerus 2, honor, sorry. A 13 and a critical hit. Oh, these are all 2 GM, I'm sorry. For 11 damage.
Oof.
And then I'm going to turn that off.
Why are they attacking Honor? I'm the one that dragged him over here.
Because he's big.
I'm pretty
Give it-
big.
Give
It's
it
all
to
good.
me.
It's fine. I'd rather it be me anyway. You're good.
But
There we
I
go.
want to take the hits.
Azerus, go ahead. Or honor.
I'm gonna hit him back. In the way that I do with my big sword. That is
Word time.
a 7 plus my 6.
Nice.
That'll not hit. That's not.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna. Oh, I have a +2 from chat. Can I use that?
So you know that the armor's 18.
Okay,
Because-
so then I'm gonna swing it again. Because I got 2 attacks. That is a 14 plus my 6.
That'll hit.
Significantly better. Here comes 2d6 damage and a siren. That is 8 plus 2. That's plus 3. So that's
8 plus 3. That is enough. You
cool.
hack at this thing with your sword. It falls apart, and there are these gears and all sorts of things come out of the bottom of it as it falls to the ground.
Coolio. Love that. Guess that's it for me.
Okay. Neo.
Let's hope Neo can hit at 18. Okay. Neo's actually going to go, okay. And he's going to pull out a spear. And he's going to take a stab at this one that he tried to hit before, but wouldn't get hit. And we're going to do 2 attacks against it. And that was damage, so never mind. 13 and 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
That'll be a 8 for damage.
8 for damage. As your spear reaches out and finds a empty spot in the armor.
And then that'll end my turn.
Okay. Brahm, go ahead.
All right. Brahm is going to move here and attack that armor hopefully twice.
Go for it.
16
Misses.
and 21.
21 will hit.
No.
For
That was
11.
11.
Your sword hacks into it and takes a chunk out of the armor. The armor's not... It doesn't appear to be military-grade armor. It's softer metal of some kind.
Huh.
Anything
Well,
else? Okay, Lane, go ahead.
He's gonna wait.
Oh, sorry.
He's gonna move to over here,
Okay.
so that he can provide flanking for these guys.
Sounds good. Lane, go ahead.
How far down does the elevator look?
You take a quick glance, and it's still probably 60 feet down.
Excellent. And when we've been hitting this armor, it sounds hollow.
Mostly, but when the one got cut apart, you could tell that's full of gears and stuff like that.
All right. But still, gotta be a little bit light. I think I could pick it up, so I'm gonna fly.
Okay.
I would like to pick up the armor, fly over to the elevator shaft, and drop it.
How are you picking up the armor?
Can I not? You're dang right. I don't have hands.
You could have grabbed it with your feet.
Yeah, pick it up with your feet.
Yes, I would like to grapple it with my knees, please.
Yeah, do the Black Widow, like get like the cool like
Yeah.
headlock with your legs, and then like pick it up like
Yeah.
that. There you go.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go. I got you.
exactly what I, with the strength of 7, would be very adept
Go
at.
100%.
Thank you.
Go
Thank you,
ahead
Foxy.
and roll an athletics.
All right.
Do it.
Me with my -2, I think. Nope, just kidding. Y'all, I have an actual bonus to athletics because I
Wow.
am proficient and our proficiency bonus went up. So
Wow.
I'm not just adding 0, I'm adding 1, which gives me 12.
Okay.
Yay.
You take flight and try and wrap your legs around this set of armor.
And I'm like,
You
and
you get your leg wrapped around it and you start trying to pull it and move it, and it just doesn't budge.
dang it. Okay, I want to try and grapple it to the ground then instead. Because I can't pick it up.
So that failure was your attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Bonus action?
Yeah, I'll just land back down to the ground. Sad that it didn't work, and also sad that literally everyone saw that.
Hey, at
You
least you
tried.
don't have a spell that pulls something 10 feet. Mirth, go ahead.
Yeah, Mirth is
Dang
gonna. Oh,
I was going for
Um,
flavor and coolness, okay?
never be cool.
Never
Um,
be cool.
Mirth is going to. Ugh. Mirth is looking around at all of you, and he has the absolute audacity to look a little disappointed at how slowly you're dispatching these people. And he's like, "Chop, chop! This is just training, dummies. You should be quicker. Do I have to step in
With
and do
half
everything?"
the limbs I normally do.
When you
can
say
get
that,
out.
when you say that, Mirth looks at you and goes, just like reminded that you only have wings.
I
And
hate
then
this.
is
I
going
don't have
to.
hands at all. I hate this.
I'm gonna take out my crossbow and shoot at this guy over here by Neo.
All right, go ahead.
See if I, but still like cackling. Right, let's roll. Go. I got a 19 to hit. I bet that hit.
A 19 will hit.
That hit.
Ooh.
All right. Let's do my tiny damage. All right. 11 damage, babe.
Mirth takes out his crossbow, fires a shot. The bolt kind of disappears into the armor, and you can hear the grinding of gears for a moment as the armor kind of loses a little bit of its posture. Anything else?
He blows pretend smoke off the top of it and raises his eyebrow at Lane challengingly.
The one
If I had fingers right now.
the one that Lane tried to wrap his legs around swings at you twice for an 8 and a 20. The 20 will hit.
The 20 will hit.
You take 7 bludgeoning damage as you're slapped with
Okay.
the mace that it has in its hand. And then Neo, you have one on either side of you. And they are going to lay in. A crit, an 18, a 20,
no.
and a 15.
Oh no.
No. Are they all attacking Neo?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, and I'll cutting words the worst of it.
Okay.
All I heard was go ahead, and I was like, wait a minute.
No, I'm
Wait a minute.
I'm allowed to interrupt it, so we'll see how bad it is, and we'll try it. Okay.
The critical hit is for 9 damage.
Okay. Well, if it's a critical, we'll do that one.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Oh darn, 4. So it only subtracts 4 from the damage.
All right. So you take 8 damage. Or that is not 9 minus 4. You take 5 damage. The 18 hits you, so that's 5 more bludgeoning damage. The 20 hits you, so that's 3 more bludgeoning damage.
Oh, jeez.
And I think the 15 hit you too, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
This is awful.
3 more
Where's
bludgeoning
Gerard?
damage. So these two just start going. Boom, 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 boom.
No, the mental image. of
Neil
that.
is putting his hands up like this. I mean, if this was a UFC fight, the ref would be in there trying to pull him off of him.
Oh my God, Mirth is like, oh my God, from the background as this is happening to you.
Brom looks horrified.
Oh,
Are you still standing?
I got jello shots. Oh,
Single one.
oh, oh.
Azerus, go ahead.
I'm coming, buddy. Don't you worry. I'm gonna go right here. Pardon me. Excuse me, Mirth. Pardon me. Let's see. I guess. Let's see. So that's what, 15? Yep. Cool. So I'm gonna go right on. Just like, I guess I'll go right here. Yeah, I'll go right there because technically, if I go big from here, then I'm still in close enough to them that I can hit them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. Seeing that they're beating on our small friend over there, who I just met, but it's adorable. I don't like the fact they're hitting him. Very angrily, Honor looks over, sprints over, and starts growing in size in mid-run.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And I'm going to come down with a very, very hard sword swing on this annoying friend over here who's been very mean to my small child over here.
Go ahead.
Don't appreciate it. That is a 16 plus 6.
That'll hit.
That's 3d6 damage coming in. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 total.
15 total. All right. You take a massive chunk out of this one. It's still standing, but not by much.
Cool.
There's like gears falling out of the hole in its side that you just made with your huge sword.
Solid. In which case, I'm gonna... Guess I could lower the number of attacks by bonking him down all the way. But no, you guys can handle this. I believe in it. I'm gonna bonk the other one, get him nice and low for my friends to finish them off.
Okay.
Here that goes. That's a 15 plus 6.
That'll hit.
Here comes 3d6. I'm sorry, only two now. I already hit. That's 8, 9, 10, 11 more.
11 more. This one is equally falling apart. They're both in pretty rough shape.
All right, you got it, friends.
All right.
That's all I got.
Neo, go ahead.
So,
Neo,
Neo, as beaten up as he just got punched in the face, he's going through it. Okay, so he's going to disengage. He's going to tap on Honor's leg. You got it, buddy. And he just walks.
Tag me in, coach.
He just walks outside the room. He's just gonna stand right there.
Like, I've had enough. I'm good, actually.
He's just gonna stand right there.
Poor thing.
And that's my turn.
Go ahead, Brom.
Oh,
All right.
golly.
Brom's gonna. Brom's gonna attack this guy.
All right.
And I'm gonna drop my dice. I'm gonna roll really far away. Give me a second.
It sounded.
That was a very
Like a
satisfying
huge thing
sound.
just
That was amazing.
I thought your
That's a
whole
good
dice
guess,
setup just came down. I was like, oh man, I was very worried.
I want to be inappropriate on stream, but how big is your dice, T?
What's that?
Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope.
All right. Brom is going to flank, and can these guys be flanked?
Yep.
Okay, then I will roll advantage. Oh my god, what the... All right. That one, first attack didn't hit even with advantage.
Okay.
The second one didn't hit either. What the hell?
Oh,
All
no.
right. Yeah, it's very bad.
Okay. So Brom, you start trying to swing at this, but it's almost as though your fighting form is exactly what they were trained for. They just seem to be dodging every blow that you try and land. Lane, go ahead.
I've been reminded I know what to do in this circumstance. So I would like to move this far and try and pull this guy into the elevator shaft.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Why didn't we do that earlier?
Because I am a fool. 18.
18 will hit.
Because you have no arms.
Which,
I am never living this down.
Probably
Please,
not.
I'm begging you, please do not tell my children in character of this moment.
Tell
Your
them.
dad was a bird.
Do not.
That's pretty
do
dope.
I'm gonna put it
Do
in.
not.
Oh my god! I'm gonna put that
Do
in my bard book.
Gonna
do
draw
not.
it. Put it like a detailed
I was
diagram.
going to make a joke. Oh god, a Rick and Morty
Too
joke, but
damaged,
I
by the way.
won't. I won't. I'm gonna be tasteful.
Nah, Mirth just draws the what's that drawing of the person with like the
Vitruvian
arms
man?
spread out?
Yeah,
Yeah, just do that with the
yeah.
bird.
I was about to say the Vitruvian man, but it's just Lane.
Your tattoo flies out. It grabs a hold of this set of armor and pulls it toward the open elevator shaft. It travels 10 feet through the air across it, but not quite enough to go all the way, and bangs into the side before falling down the elevator shaft with a clang at the bottom.
Hooray!
I rolled a 21 for my other. I would like to go for this one and do the exact same thing. Ideally, from both hands, both at the same
Yep,
time.
sounds
Is
great.
that
Both
cool?
your hands go flying out. Both of them wrap around. You pull them both down the elevator shaft. Both go flying down. You can hear the clang of metal as they are bouncing off the sides of the walls the rest of the way down.
Mirth is right next to me, and I'm just gonna turn and be like, "Can that be the thing that like goes in the song and not the like?" And I hold out the wing arm.
Mirth twinkles
Any
his
chance
eyes
that
at
that's
you.
gonna be the thing that you remember today?
I'm open to discussing this later.
Okay, thank you.
Mirth, go ahead.
Mirth is going to pull like a full-on like "help is on the way, dear," and is going to run over and produce another Jello shot for the boy, and also another healing word. I hope we can do a short rest soon. So you'll get whoop, bark, bark, bark. You'll get 4 from the healing potion, and you'll get 6 from healing word, so 10 total.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's only 10, but it's 10 more than you had before. And I like
That
you
is
having
the
11 hit
truth.
points better than 1.
Yes,
Oh,
that is
extra 1.
Superior.
That is the truth.
Indeed. And I'll end my turn.
All right. The last set of armor will continue to go through the motions. It will continue to attack Lane, because that's who it's been attacking. It slams and slams.
Good.
A 15 and an 18. I think the 15 hits if you're shieldless.
Yeah.
For 3 bludgeoning damage. And Azerus, go ahead.
I mean, I think we all know how this goes at this point. I got the sword here, you see. And there's a thing that I don't like in front of me. So I'm going to combine those 2 elements together and see what the reaction produces. We're
Good
doing
plan.
science here today, if you didn't notice.
Experimentation, repetition.
Exactly. So there's
results.
24
That'll hit.
is the hit. And then here's my hypothesis is that it's going to do 36 damage, which it did, surprisingly. So confirm it there. That's 8 and another 5 is 13 plus 3 more is 16 damage total.
All right. It's still standing, but not by much.
Cool. I'm gonna use my second attack to just grapple it. I'm gonna just grab it.
Okay.
I just want to hold it so it make it easier for the mouse to break it. That's all.
Roll athletics.
Cool. I get a plus a bunch of those, I think. Let's see. Athletics. I get a plus 6 to that. That's a 13 plus 6 is a 17.
You have a hold of it. It's
Sorry,
restrained.
it's not enough. It's 19. Cool. I'm just gonna hold it and hold it out so that my friends can break it really hard.
All right. Neo, you're up.
You should go break it really hard.
he's going to try. He's not even going to move at all. He's just going to like put his head over a little bit, put his arm up right across Mirth, and just shoot 2 fire thingies.
That's like the epitome of lazy, and I love it.
Roll with advantage because it's restrained.
It's like when you're having a sleepover and you don't want to bother to sit up to drink your Capri Sun, so you just like choke on it. You're like, I don't feel like doing
incredibly
that.
personal.
Sorry, nobody's done that. Okay.
What'd you roll?
16 and 19.
The 19 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage is enough. Your blast of fire catches it in its helmet. The insides light up, and after the flame goes out, there's still black smoke coming out, and you can smell like burning rubber and something singeing within, and it just, after a little bit, just stops moving.
He returns back to moping position, and I end my turn.
Yeah, Anna just chucks it. Just
Ooh.
whatever.
Well done, Mirth says, dusting off one of his frills. Well, that was a little embarrassing.
These are a little embarrassing.
Yes, it was. Says Brom in agreement and kind of like brushes off his armor. He's feeling foolish now.
Wait, was that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them. A few
God,
moments
we're gonna be
later,
sad.
the elevator comes up. You can see the scattered remains of both of the 2 that were thrown down the shaft on the roof of this 10-foot by 10-foot platform as it comes to a stop in the middle of the training room.
Neo
Nice
abruptly
timing.
walks towards the elevator and into it.
Anna just looks over, looks down at himself, looks over at it again.
Can Honor
Deactivates
fit?
conquest. Nah, I'm gonna have to get small again.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to get small again. But I got you.
Well, if we can all fit, can we all fit in the elevator, DM?
You can all squeeze in the elevator, yep.
I'm
Let's get
gonna
comfy.
take an action. I'm gonna take a moment to preen Lane, just while we're riding.
Brom is going to heal Neo while they're in the elevator.
Okay.
He can actually use a spell. It's amazing. He's got spells and stuff. He's going to use his Cure Wounds,
Please.
level 2,
All right, sounds good.
instead of using his potions. You get 9. And he can do that twice. So, I'll use the baby one. Sorry.
You want to do like a rest of any kind before we go down to
Can I
the
Yes,
sleep in the
please.
elevator?
going?
Can we sleep in the elevator ride? For real, if we could find a place to, we probably would have been the training room, but
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we don't all pile in the elevator yet, y'all.
I
can
don't
we?
feel like
Do you
this
guys
is
want to
a-
rewind that, or
I don't feel like this is a safe place, though.
okay?
We all get on the elevator. We start going down. We're like, wait, we should
Should we take a
rest.
nap
Wait, I don't.
Elevator back up.
Should we go
into the
night-night?
room.
I don't require
in
rest.
the middle of this?
in the traditional sense. You all could sleep while I
If we just
stay watch.
there's a red button on all elevators. If we pull it, it will freeze. We can all just nap and then keep going.
There,
I think. Oh golly.
the only device that you see on the elevator is the chain above and below.
Oh god.
And as you're kind of standing there trying to figure out which way to go, what to do, the elevator continues upwards.
Oh.
Okay, quick, do your sniffing thing, and we waft. Brom, which way?
Brom's going to... actually, you know what? He's going to use his ring. He's going to pray.
Okay.
He's going to pray to Torm
Uh-huh.
and ask if this is the way to Levistus.
You take a moment to say your prayer as the elevator begins rising and it starts moving through this shaft. You get the sense that you're passing dozens and dozens of feet. And, Brom, you get the response from Torm. No. The devil
We're
is
going
below.
the wrong way.
The devil is below.
Why is Trum voice good though?
As on earth as it is in heaven, says Brom, and kind of points down.
Oh, well.
wish that we had had more experience with elevators in here, so I could be like, listen, we've all done the thing where we hit every floor up and then down. It's okay. We could take a little rest.
Is there any way to turn the elevator back around, or is this just like is it just on a loop?
You're not under any impression that you have control of the elevator. And after it passes another 100 feet up, it comes to a stop at the floor far above.
Huh.
Where you enter the middle of a large room with machinery filling the western half. And as the elevator comes to a pause, from behind these massive gears walks a single Durgar that turns, looks at the group, and has a confused look on his face.
Girl Scout badge.
I fumble for the badge, but I don't have hands. Dang it.
Oh, buddy.
All of you start fumbling around. Takes a look at Honor and the badges that you see. Says, "The Grand Dame says it's time to strike, eh?
Oh, yes.
Then we strike. And we strike hard."
Like a short little nap first before we strike.
No nap. Strike.
Only
Okay.
striking.
Just wait like 2.5
No nap.
more
Only
hours.
punch.
Just wait 2.5 hours. So these
Let's
can go away.
pause above table for a second. It's midnight. I'm actually in good shape to keep going if everyone is, but if anyone's not, feel free to DM me so you don't feel called out. Usually we stop at this time, but I'm fine to keep going if you are.
What?
Let's go.
What type of additional commitment are we talking? If it's like
Exactly.
half an hour, totally. If it's another 2 hours, no.
We can keep going for a half hour if that works. Sound
Sounds
good
good
to
to
everybody?
me.
Yeah.
All right.
You okay, Foxy?
Let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
All right.
Great, half
So
an
we're
hour
back in.
more of armless puns. Great.
The Durgar looks at all
Challenge
of you.
accepted.
All right.
He's an armless little guy right now.
Zardarok is likely below somewhere.
Care to send us below then?
Well, you
Oh,
have-
yeah. Yeah, can you send the elevator back down with
No.
these gears?
Do you send us down?
Well,
below,
You send us
perhaps?
down with some potions.
All you have to do is wait. About the time he finishes that, the elevator starts moving down again.
Sweet.
We're getting in there. We're getting in.
Climb in. It drops 100 feet. Pauses in the training room for a little bit.
Goodbye.
I'm going to lean forward and whisper in Lane's ear. Do you find the situation humorous?
Don't.
I don't know. There could be something foul afoot.
After a few moments in the training room, it continues down.
I'm so sorry.
As we
I'm
sit
so
somewhere.
sorry.
Listen, remarks like that could have far-reaching outcomes. You have to be careful.
As soon as I get my arms back, it is over for you.
You have 7 strength. What are you gonna do?
Listen.
I love you, though. I promise.
Another 200 feet down, the elevator stops again. It pauses next to a massive gear on one side. And it's not easy to see, but through the cracks in the gear, you can see get that out of my way. You can see the figure of a Durgar standing against the wall. And as soon as the elevator reaches the bottom, they kind of stand upright a little bit more and scrutinize the group as you get to the bottom floor. The figure looks a little different than the other Durgar you've seen. Rather than wearing simple leather armor or even scale mail with a shield, this Durgar is much more well equipped. He has a helmet on with spikes radiating directly outwards. He looks much more like a figure encased in a metal shell. One hand is just a massive claw.
Oh.
The other is a huge hammer. And his face is in the center looking outward. And even though his mouth isn't saying anything, it's working open and closed, and his eyes are just shot wide open. As you get to the bottom, it starts to walk towards you with a growl. This is what it looks like. There we go. I was looking for this. Took me a little bit. There we go.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Ew!
I don't like that.
Oh, buddy.
Ew.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hold out the metal and hope that this thing is friendly.
Something tells me this
Oh,
inverted
there's-
lobster is not friendly. All hands on deck.
Not with that.
It doesn't seem to notice what you showed up, or what you held up to show it. Its claw clinks loudly twice, clink, clink, and it raises its hammer towards you. Roll initiative.
It's fine, guys. We have 8 more hands than it has. We can't lose.
That's what we said about the little shrinking one.
Neo,
Oh, yeah.
Neo, you have 18 more hit points from healing. So
Oh,
make
hell
sure you
yeah.
add that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled really good.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Did you?
5.
Ooh, very nice.
Why are my initiative rolls so good tonight? Don't do that.
Neo, you get to go first.
Let me add this 18. Oh my gosh, I took more damage. Okay, Neo is going to. Where am I? Okay, right there. Do I see him from here, and do I have aim from here?
It's going to be hard because this gear is spinning.
Okay.
So if you try and shoot through the gear, it's going to be at disadvantage.
Everybody will end up going in front. Azerus will end up going in front of me. Okay, I'm going to jump over lane.
Okay.
I'm going to go right about here.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit him a couple of times with my spear.
Go ahead.
That is within
That's 10. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A 9 and a 12.
9 and 12 both miss. Your second attack is as the spear comes forward, its clamp just comes up and closes on the end of your spear. Kind of doesn't pull it completely out of your hand, but pulls you off balance a bit before releasing.
Neo's going to go not again, and he's just going to move back.
Okay. Azerus, go ahead.
Cool. Well, my combat strategy has so far been walk towards my enemies and hit them really hard with my weapon. So believe it or not, I am not going to change that too much. But I am going to ask you a small question, DM.
Yes.
Can this thing be disarmed?
It cannot be disarmed.
Even if I could technically cut its arm off?
If you're cutting an arm off, it's probably dead.
Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, I'm going to make it dead. And you know what? I don't like its face, so we're not even going to waste any time. I got one more conquest mode use. We're going to go ahead and pop that.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't like its face very much, so I'm going to hit it really hard in the head with my axe, or my weapon that I have. It's not an axe. I lied.
Do you want to try and intentionally hit the Durgar's face that's exposed?
If I could do that, I would like to try and do that.
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. In which case, then so that first one was a 17 plus my 6.
That'll
So
hit.
I'm going to roll again.
But was that with disadvantage?
Well, no, I'm going to roll the disadvantage again. I'm going to roll the disadvantage now.
Okay, go ahead.
So roll these. As a 15 plus my 6.
That'll hit.
Cool. I have a long rest, so I can't fire room. That's cool. 3d6 damage coming in from my
Roll an extra 1d10 for hitting it in the face.
Cool.
Ooh.
Nice numbers. That's 2 6s for 12. and then that's a 4 for 16, and that's a 0.
So 26.
Yeah.
You
That number.
absolutely lay into this thing, and your sword cuts straight across its exposed face, and you completely remove most of its beard and part of its bottom jaw, but it only kind of seems bothered by it. It doesn't look to be in any more pain than it was before you hit it.
I'm gonna hit it again. This time, not worrying about trying to see if I hit its face.
Because you did hit its face, it is going to hit you in return.
That's fine.
Its claw snaps up to try and hit you for a 13 and misses.
Cool.
And its hammer comes down for a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
And these are whispering to me 10 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And I'm not going to turn this off because the odds of it surviving are pretty low. Go ahead.
And here comes one more hit. There's an 18.
18 will hit.
Honor's on it.
I only get 2 more d6 this time because I'm a 2d6, not the 3 because I already hit it once.
Okay.
That's just going to be 9 damage.
9 damage is 2 more than it had left.
Oh, cool.
As you poured so much damage into it that you completely decimate this Durgar in a in a can.
Shit, I thought we were going to have like a big climactic fight, guys. I'm sorry. My
And,
bad.
We did not
down.
need that.
It collapses into a heap, and there's this sigh of relief as this creature dies.
If I'm going to play into this, I'm going to argue that because he's been here for a while, Honor's probably seen 1 or 2 of these things, and he's just like, never liked those things.
Oh, it seems there's something really wrong with him. He looks warped.
This appears
It's
like it was some
unnatural.
kind of punishment. I don't think this Durgar wanted to be made into this.
Oh gosh,
Probably not the last one we'll see.
What? You did a good thing then, Honor.
Brom says a prayer over its body because, damn.
One
we
does
move
go tired
forward.
of the killing, though.
Is he tired of killing too?
Mirth feels
Look at
bad
you sharing your feelings
for
already.
the warforged.
Brom pats Honor's arm.
Pat.
It's gentle. It's not like firm. He still has his little egg baby on his back, by the way.
Ah,
Yep.
forgot about that.
You all are good people. Your friend, your Azerus. I am sure he is very blessed to know all of you.
We miss
I
him.
miss him.
There's 2 doors out of this room. There is a double door to the east and a single door leading north.
Right, double doors are always more important.
Yeah, I
so.
was gonna say double doors seem more reasonable.
Okay.
Somebody
door it
else
is.
is gonna need to open them for me, though.
One first.
What do you call a duck with no wings? A dive. Okay, I'm done.
I doubt that you are, but okay.
The
All
delivery
right.
on that. Just,
Oh yeah, I'm here till Thursday, BB. Try the veal. All right, are these doors locked?
They are not. You open the doors, and as you enter, a figure looks up in your direction. Throughout the space, and I'm going to find a picture of him to help. Throughout the space, there are stacks of granite tablets, each on top of the other. Where is showing it? Made of black granite all over the place. There is a figure in a Durgar in a tall hat and a black robe with black chains around his neck worn like jewelry.
I don't think he's on our side.
But the bling.
Yeah, but
Here we go.
yeah.
He,
Oh, this guy's got style.
Yeah, he looks
What?
cool.
he looks up as you open the door.
I like his hat.
He
He's like an evil pope.
grabs a
Love
hold
him.
of one side of his mustache, says, "What are you doing down here?"
No, he's twirling the mustache.
Oh, he seems legit.
We're
Mirth. Okay, just noting, I don't. Oh, Brom is there. Okay, thank God. Okay, I don't have to do a comedy bit. Have at Brom.
Brom looks at this guy and says, "You wouldn't happen to be friends with the mistress, would you?" He says, and he holds up his medallion. He is seriously doubting it, looking at this guy. This guy looks like Pope of Levistus over here.
As you look through the doorway, Brom, even before you ask that question, what you take note of are the chains that are wrapped around his neck and his chest. And you know that, yes, this is a priest of Levistus.
Brom still holds out his necklace because, you know, he's going to be proper, but he's already kind of on his way towards reaching for sword.
A servant of who?
Can I cast? Is he wearing anything metal?
There's chains wrapped around his
I
neck.
cast heat metal on it.
All the chains.
Oh, geez.
All right. So that's 2d6. Let's see.
Ouchie.
No, wait, 2d8? Question mark? Oh, yeah, it's 2d8. Blech. We're not messing around anymore, baby. Okay, that is 14 fire damage to start with. And yeah, babe, that's going to be it for now. And the chains are all tangled around him. So Mirth smirks and is like, burn, baby. And he's going to light up all of those chains like red hot and start cooking this bitch.
You start to heat the metal. The chains begin to glow red hot. And this berobed priest
Oh no, does this not
takes a hand away from his face and looks down at the chains that you know are glowing hot. And he lifts one with a hand and goes, "How quaint." You're going to have to roll initiative.
Oh dear.
But we're not going to be able to finish this fight tonight. Not,
He wasn't affected by the metal.
not in 13 minutes.
No. Oh.
Lord of Cold.
Shoot.
Come
I mean,
at
well, so
speed
then
run.
do you want to, rather than put us in the middle of a fight, do you think it might be better to just have us stop here then?
I think it'd be better to stop here because I cannot finish in 13 minutes. For this
Yeah,
fight.
I mean, just so we don't
So
pop in like the middle of a
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
you know?
With that attitude.
So, well, if we stop now, we can have a little bit. Do you want Mirth roll an
Wait,
initiative?
sorry.
Mirth's like, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna fucking hit him.
We,
The bard with no hit points is like, I'm going in.
we always have.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We always have some wind down. And I
Okay,
shared in a DM that we would stop at 12:30.
Okay.
So, because of that, instead of starting this fight, a couple things will be clear. Yes, the fire damage had absolutely no effect on the priest. He seems amused.
Aw,
Um,
that's a good move.
and looking back at you, the Durgar priest chuckles. Oh. Taking one look at Brom. Says, "Yes, the Lord will be pleased." And that's where we'll pause for the evening.
Brom makes that nice snarl face, and he actually says, "The Lord will be displeased because you'll be dead." He draws the
Roasted.
sword.
Rose.
I love the times where Brom's like, "I'm gonna get the last word in, damn it," and it's just like,
Oh yeah, well,
Brom,
you
calm
suck.
down.
It's like a middle schooler. I'm obsessed with Brom. I love him so much it hurts.
Brom's retorts are amazing.
I love Brom. So he's so sincere, and he puts his money where his mouth is, but he doesn't. Mirth just gives him an encouraging. You got this, babe.
So, as far as all this goes, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, or qualms, now is a good time to chit-chat about them. We'll only stick around for 10 minutes and then pull the plug so we can hit that 12:30 cutoff. Game fam. Little bit of a dungeon crawl. Little bit of extra. How you feel everything went?
I just want to know where the fuck I'm at.
Embarrassed.
That's fun.
I want my knee back.
Your knee?
My knee.
What happened
It's
to you?
him,
Oh, God, when you hit it?
No, me.
No.
As in
Oh.
my knee.
the boy.
Okay,
He
because
wants
you hit your
himself
knee
back.
earlier.
I
and
did do
thought-
that. That wasn't very
Okay.
fun. But my knee's okay.
Okay. I would like you to have 2 characters. One backup character,
I don't know if I
Azerus,
can
and then
handle it.
backup character of Honor.
Oh yeah, it's all right. We'll walk up to Zardarak. We'll both action surge. We'll hit him 8 times with a greatsword.
Listen,
It'll be great.
Be beautiful.
we'll make
What are
it
you
work.
talking about? Look, 2 Azeruses could tank that dragon.
Honestly, we'll just walk
be
up and just keep
amazing.
hitting it repeatedly.
Holy
Can we have a
cow.
second dragon?
Hi, Mr. Saito.
Mr. Saito.
Oh, okay.
You,
Wow.
Thank
You
you so
love the
much.
wing jokes?
you,
This
Oh
is
my
the-
gosh.
Thank you.
You make our hearts soar.
No,
that's
you're
beautiful.
too nice. Thank,
Thank
you.
you.
Saito.
So much
Dude.
love.
You.
We're
Good
just-
night to you.
Good night. We're just
Wow.
starting our wind down. Lots of love from all of us. Thank you so much, Mr. Saito.
That's so sweet.
It's so
Oh my
great.
goodness.
So we do have the Honor and Azerus quandary at the moment.
That
Yeah.
was cute. That was cute how you immediately like offered up your sibling's name of like, do you want this one?
Yeah, I thought that was very sweet. Actually, I really enjoyed that.
It's really cute
Good.
because I also was just gonna be like, I mean, I named my son Cade. Do you want that one?
Yeah.
Just throwing out names you've already given out. Like, yeah, we got this one on the backup. You want this one?
You can have a name to your own. Here, have this one.
Have this other name. I have someone else. It's not your own.
That's exactly what you did.
That's literally what happened is you could pick any name you want, and then meanwhile Mirth is like,
Hey,
"He's
you
not
want
gonna have
someone
a
else's name that's not your own?
No, legit. Mirth was such a little shitlord about it. Mirth was
Cheers.
like, you can pick any name you want, fully well knowing that this sweet angel was not going to necessarily have an idea of a name. And he was like, okay, I got a cool name though.
Okay, but I like this one though.
Okay, but don't you think that Honor really sounds cool for
I love it.
big
I'm
ass
huge.
warforged?
I'm a huge fan of it. Quite a fan.
I was gonna give you crap for naming somebody after your sibling, but then I realized like Lane's daughter is named after Lane's sister. So I did the same thing.
That's the pot
Probably
calling the
for
kettle
Aaron,
warlock.
dude.
Yep, a little bit.
My
It was
favorite
very
part
funny.
The brand
is
new
when
name.
my favorite part is when Lane got bird arms. I mean wings.
So
That's what they're
funny.
called.
Bird
So funny.
arms.
Look,
Mm,
wild magic is wild.
wild magic is wild. Like I saw it come up and I'm like, this is the first time I have not been excited about a nat 20. Oh
It was
no.
so good. I love that was a fantastic one. Also, what
Also-
color are your wings?
Well, here's the thing. I can't get the mental picture out of my head that it's anything other than like regular Lane, but with just the sleeves completely ripped off and bare arm and like white, massive, like eagle wings.
It's kind of cute though.
Oh, see, I thought hot pink for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, nice.
Lane would never be caught with that much color at all. Like, I imagine that they would be like either the navy blue of the magic that he's suffering from currently,
Mhm.
or they'd just be black to match like his
Blue.
sleeve that they were.
Make
So
'em
yeah,
blue.
sure, navy blue.
I imagine
blue.
them being white because I don't know. I just imagined like little anime angel wings like popping out in like.
Yeah.
What if they were small?
Hilarious. Please,
What if-
please.
What if they were actually the size of a bird wing and they were like this big?
They're just like you couldn't even see them.
Oh no.
Oh,
Lane
Wow.
is a complete laughingstock, and at
I'm
some point,
obsessed with Lane. Why is
Thank
he so
you.
good? I adore
At some
him.
point, we should just do a flashback moment because I feel like we're never actually gonna have the moment of like, hey, we should have that campfire talk.
We can do that if you
Yeah.
want, if it's okay with our
Awesome.
DM. I'm super open. I
Yeah,
want your
that's fine.
performance.
Mhm.
I also request that you sing also Phantom of the Opera later
Okay,
as well.
off stream.
Maybe on a different wind down.
Yeah, off stream, never on stream.
One thing that I wanted to bring up, because it wasn't really, it wasn't intentional, but because of the framing, I do want to point it out. So, Randolpha, the Grand Dame,
Granola.
does not recognize a warforged, this particular warforged, as being a person, just
We
a
could
tool. Yeah, that was clear. But immediately, she's blatantly racist. That wasn't intentional on my part to make her that way. So if I hope it doesn't bother anyone or any kind of an issues as that sort of attitude came up, because it didn't cross my mind that it would be described that way, because the Warforged, as Foxy has been playing through Azerus, Azerus was part of this army and part of this large group, and they were all, when you found him, he was playing a bodyguard. So I was kind of just going down that, this is a mechanical tool mindset. So,
there are DMs who I tell them I feel uncomfortable with like handling a racism allegory with them. You're not one of them. Like you're a DM who I trust. Like worst case scenario, you're someone who I trust to like be able to veer away from that, even like in the moment if I express discomfort. So I'm totally fine going there with you. Like in any of these instances, it's not an issue for me.
I appreciate that, especially because it was something that I overlooked. That for some reason my mind did not connect it as an allegory until it came up. I'm like, oh yeah.
The lines get kind of funny when you're talking about like, animated constructs and things. So of course it's sometimes easier to miss those things. So I get it. Heck, I didn't even like immediately draw on it, but I mean, it's, it's there,
So I did want to bring that up because that was a little bit of a touchy subject that wasn't intentional.
All good, boss.
So, and that's what these debriefs are for when anything comes up that throws any of us off at all. So yeah, I think that is that. I can't think of anything else to bring up. Anybody else want to share before we hit the sign off?
No?
Not
I
really.
love
Great.
Neo. Neo, we had a good time.
We do love him.
I
It was
feel like
wonderful.
every time we are supposed to fight an enemy that is supposed to be easy, we just get whooped. And I say we, but I mean me. But dang training dummies. Who would have thought?
Beating the tar
Who would
out of
have
Neo.
thought?
We're 5th level adventurers, and we're just oh god, just like getting the shit beat out of
Probably
us.
Wait.
hit them most of the time.
So there's in one of the early DC animated movies, there's a scene where like they're kind of like all assembling for the first time to fight Darkseid, and like the Green Lantern this one's like super cocksure. He's like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this," and like runs up to Darkseid. Darkseid just backhands him, and like he hits a wall, hits the ground, and two parodies come in and start beating the shit out of him randomly.
So funny.
And it's the funniest scene ever, and that's all I could think about.
That's
in that
all I
moment.
picture too.
It's like Neo trying to be super cool martial arts badass. They're just like, stop.
Especially when you frame it with the key point disengagement from two giant Durgar scene from just like 2 minutes prior.
Yeah. Listen, we have our highs and our lows, all right?
It went from low to high and then back to low. And we started low from last session when we all got whooped on by the shrinking Durgar.
That's still my favorite. That enemy
my
will
God.
be in other games of mine because that was just too good.
It was humiliating.
It was pretty good.
It unintentionally worked so well against your great weakness of any level of brain power whatsoever.
Oh,
Yikes.
Woof.
Ouch.
golly.
Big ouch.
The
Little
character,
Bubby's the smartest.
as it was brought up, Little Bubby is the most intelligent of the
Little
group.
Bubby is the smartest
Dodge
character
person
in
here.
this party.
But he's not the hottest, so there,
There's
okay?
And he can't beat me in a fight, so
Thank
There's
God
that.
we're
So
all
there
hot.
you go.
Yep.
Like, we are all,
The
we would look great in the swimsuit
Look.
episode.
him,
The greatest of
himbo
himbos.
squad, the greatest himbo squad.
Himbo squad.
So
What's Smurf's charisma? Almost said charisma. Wow.
Charisma is charisma. I made him actually pretty balanced. It's the same as his dex, so his charisma is also 16.
Oh, he's not hotter than Braum? Okay, who's hotter than Braum?
He's hotter than Braum.
I have a charisma
Because
of
I
20.
said so. Oh, you're
You
so
have what?
weak, though. Charisma of 20.
Listen,
Nice.
I can be
Yeah.
hot and weak.
My
okay?
charisma is 8.
But why are you hot? Charisma is so much more than physical appearance.
It is. It's the presence.
Look, I have the dad presence. That's why I have the biggest charisma.
Achilles Lanehart.
Achilles Lanehart.
Biggest
Everybody's
charisma.
dad.
Dad bod
Mhm.
extraordinaire.
Oh my god.
With-
All right.
On that note, we are going to wrap up for the evening. Thank you so much for joining us in this little expedition into Xardarok's fortress. We will see what happens next time as they deal with whatever it is, whoever it is, standing in this room. We'll see if they can find Xardarok, get rid of Xardarok, and expel these Durgar from the surface. So, until then, stay out of trouble, and above all else, be good. Bye-bye.
Bye. So next time.